What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. An important one tonight with an element of seriousness. Now, I know that a lot of you will be thinking, oh, hold on a minute. Tubit's always serious. He's always talking about things serious. This is a serious one, though. We are going to get seriously tonight. Seriously? We're going to get serious tonight. Let's talk about, I'm sure you've got a big question. You're like, hold on a freaking minute. How does the market pump and then all of a sudden, like, what the fuck, like 3.5% later on, we've somehow looked like we've just eradicated the last week of moves? You would be right in thinking that. Now, the big question, though, is why? Why did the market dump? All right? And I know what all you're thinking. You're thinking, yes, drop the heart me's because that massively helps out. You're thinking, I'm going to tap the like button. I'm dropping a thumbs up on YouTube because I'm bullish and I'm here for it. But we're going to talk all about it. So we've got the vote. The official House of the House is in recess right now, but we will obviously be talking about this. We're going to keep an eye on it. It is officially still playing. I have it open here just so that you guys can see it. Oh man, that's so annoying when it does that. Just so you can see it, we have this here. So if we do officially get that, then we can obviously talk about it. The big vote, the House is in recess. Fingers crossed, obviously we get that come through. This is obviously the vote to reopen the government shutdown. This could be very early on, or it could be very late on. So we'll have that there. Don't forget, I sort of think I've got a double live stream tonight, but I'm not sure because Vern can't make it. So I may just stay on and we'll do a slightly extended live stream. But anyway, as always, quite a lot to get into, as you would expect, and sort of break through what is going on. So do me a quick favor. If you're here on TikTok, give us a quick couple of taps on the screen. Also, if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Massively does appreciate it and boosts us up in the old algorithm. Lets people know that we are here. Welcome in if you haven't already, if you just joined us. So thank you so much. I'm a little bit early, but like I said, the House vote due back in at 4 o'clock, which I think is Central Standard Time. No, Eastern Standard Time, which is pretty much like now, right? 9 o'clock. So we'll see if that goes up. Keep me posted. You'll all be able to hear it as well as I will. In fact, let me put it on these speakers so that I can hear it as opposed to it going through the headphones. Good. And we're gonna get into all of it. We're gonna get into all of it, and we're gonna talk about what the hell is going on in the markets. Here we go. TikTok, JJ, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in, Wealth Rangers. Always good to see you. Sub to bit. You think crypto is over? I don't think it's over, but we have to talk about something pretty serious tonight. And like I said, it's not often I go like super like, oh shit, 2bit's been serious tonight. But like there is some stuff that's happening that I personally think is one of two things, right? One of two things. And tonight, Matthew, I am going to be objectively neutral and we're going to talk pure, unadulterated facts. All right, that's it. Because we could get drawn into the hype and all this kind of other stuff. We're just going to talk facts. We're going to talk about what the fuck's going on. And hopefully we'll try and come to a conclusion as to whether it's good or bad. I'm going to put a vote up at the end of the stream for you guys to give a view. So TikTok, welcome in, tap the screen, do all that good stuff. Extended stream tonight. So I mean, technically we could probably get to about 75,000 likes. But anyway, charts, baby. And then let's talk about it. So here we go then. The Bitcoin daily candles. Here is over the last 48 hours. Here is today's. Now, what you've got here, by the way, is literally the biggest gigantic wick to the upside. Everyone was like, boom, shakalaka, the market's going kudwai, and off we go to the races. And I was sat there thinking, holy shit, like I think the market's actually going to turn bullish. And yes, this is great news. And then something happened. Which we're going to talk about in a minute. I'm going to get to it, by the way. I'm not going to spoil it straight away. But then something happened. And we saw this massive dump down. And we continued the dump down. And we're all the way down here now. Which is eradicated the move from Monday. Eradicated the Sunday pump. Almost eradicated pretty much everything. And send us back down to a very, very important level. Which is like here. Down at just above the $101,000 line. All right. So we have to kind of work out what the heck is going on and how we kind of work through it. So let's walk through a couple of key things because the alts got demolished. Near protocol being about the only decent one. ICP back again. Asta having a relatively okay run. Zcash, turns out I was wrong. That's up 18.5%, which is freaking insane with this move down. But bounced off the 20 EMA, which actually we did talk about yesterday as a potential retest line. So we weren't that wrong. We kind of got that wrong. I said 400, didn't I? And it came, and it actually wicked to, if you are not sure, it wicked to like 438, I think it was. So we weren't actually that, 424. We weren't actually that far out on Zcash, to be honest. We actually called that pretty well. So Okay, let's get into a little bit as to why we need to understand it, and then we'll make a sort of view as to kind of what's going on in the market. Likewise, if you're welcoming in, TikTok says, I missed a long earlier on Zcash. Yeah, I know. We were just saying it bounced perfectly, 424. So we were about 20 bucks out, which wasn't bad, really. I know myself as I was about to enter a hefty long. Nice. That's always the case, isn't it? Lando, what's going on, man? But good to see you. Welcome in. Right. Jobs report and inflation data during October may not be released at all. White House says, what the fuck? What? Okay, let's just move on a little bit and come back to this. This is bad news, by the way. So what is going on? US job loss probability is at recession levels. Oh my fucking God. The probability of job loss amongst US consumers hit 23% in November, the third highest since the financial crisis. Now, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Was job layoff predictions, okay? Where basically companies are saying, yeah, we're probably going to have to lay some people off. The economy's definitely not been great to us. Tariffs are maybe having a bit of an effect they shouldn't have. So yeah, we anticipate we're probably going to have to lay people off, right? And then obviously this has come out. Probability of job loss is like extremely high, okay? 23%. Bear in mind, just to give you an idea of what the 2021 bull market cycle looked like, by the way, we were like 15% or something. Like no one was going to lose anything. Now you could argue and say, well, prior to the 2021 bull market, we actually hit the peak of around 23.5%. So there's two like battling factions here that we'll sort of, get to. We'll sort of get to at the end of this stream, right? But okay, so two battling factions. So job loss probability is as high as we've seen with recession levels. Now, GDP is on track potentially to hit one of the craziest levels, which we talked about the other night, 4%, or expectation is like 3.9% for US GDP, which is crazy, right? I mean, it's mega money driven by AI and all the rest of it. So we know kind of AI is pushing it. So what you've got now is like a really obvious weakening in the job market, right? Really obvious weakening in the job market. Whether you look at job openings, whether you look at jobless claims, whether you look at, the job loss probability level, whatever you look at, right? Jobs look fucked in the US, okay? Or specifically like we talked about, how would I put them? Like entry-level jobs. I don't mean to be rude, by the way. If anyone is like a cashier in a supermarket, I don't mean to be rude at all, by the way. I pushed trolleys when I first became eligible to work. But those entry-level jobs, which you don't need to have any sort of real qualifications for, that anyone, as long as they can breathe and have 2 arms and 2 legs, can do. It's not like everyone can go and be a freaking brain surgeon. It's not like everyone can be an absolute superstar YouTuber like me. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone could do this job, all right? But I can, as well as doing my normal 9 to 5. Okay, I'm being facetious, all right? But however you look at it, it's bad news. So then we get this. And it's not just this, right? It's not just the fact that the jobs report and the inflation, because you'd be like, oh, well, this is kind of bad news. We didn't really get a September read, but okay, like fine, whatever. And then obviously Caroline Levitt comes out and drops the absolute hammer bomb right now, which we are going to just take a little listen to exactly what Caroline said. Check this out.
End up decreasing fourth quarter economic growth by 2 whole percentage points. The Democrat shutdown made it extraordinarily difficult for economists, investors, and policymakers at the Federal Reserve to receive critical government data. The Democrats may have permanently damaged the federal statistical system, with October CPI and jobs reports likely never being released. And all of that economic data released will be permanently impaired, leaving our policymakers at the Fed flying blind at a critical period.
What the fuck did we just listen to? So not only, right, listen to this, not only is it like, well, the government shutdowns kind of stopped people work. Bear in mind, friggin' planes were still flying and airports were still operating, albeit 20,000 flights were cancelled. But they're like, oh yeah, well, the Democrats kind of shut the government down, and therefore we couldn't possibly track data. Like, not even that we couldn't track it. We didn't even turn the fucking machines on. Like, we cannot even, like, permanently lost. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Now, let me hear you. Let me give you my theory on what's going on. I'm going to do a bit of role play for you guys. I feel like I haven't done role play for a while, but I think it's important at this moment in time that we do some element of role play, okay? So, I'm going to play the part of Donald Trump. I'm going to play the part of maybe JD Vance, and then I'm going to play the part of Caroline Levitt, and I'm also going to play the part of Jerome Powell, okay? So it's a 4-way mono, whatever. Okay. I was going to try and do an American accent. Mr. President, the jobs data is it. Oh, great, JD. Give. I don't know. He talks like this. Give me the jobs data. And so hold on a minute. Let me go back. I need like an official thing. I need something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, thanks, JD. Oh, shit. Jobs look bad. Oh, yes, Mr. President. Yeah, jobs are screwed. Totally screwed. But good news, Nvidia is hiring because the AI bubble is still going up. Oh, well, but we need Drone, you need to cut rates. Well, I've got no data to cut rates. Well, you definitely don't have any data now because this is a bag of shit. Caroline, tell them we've lost the data. Boom, right? That's exactly what just happened. So they've just gone, yeah, no, we don't have any data, no. Yeah, government shutdown means no electricity, means no one on the face of the earth can get this data. So what you got then is the markets are like, oh, yes, I'm going to play the part of like the crypto markets now. Oh, brilliant. Like, here we go. I'm going to put it on the screen, by the way, so you guys can see it, right? So you guys can see it, right? This is kind of a reenactment. You need to see this as well, by the way, TikTok. So you kind of have this like, oh, this is fine. Like, oh, here we go. US government's going to open and I'm pretty bullish. And then we get the vote and they pass the initial legal vote and they're like, yes, here we go. Like, let's rock and roll. This is great news. And then you got Trump going, make sure you lose the CPI data and jobs data. Oh, shit. Yeah, markets don't like this. Nope. Bad freaking news. All right. So if you don't kind of know what's going on, what vote the government up? So the government still isn't open, by the way. I know lots of people have kind of like been like super crazy, like, yep, we're back. The government's open and we're here for business. It's just not as simple as that. So there is another vote right now. Currently, they are in recess, which basically seems to be the only thing they do. But Speaker announced the House due now to a recess meeting is subject to the call of the chair. So we are awaiting them to come back. On the agenda, by the way, is the big vote in terms of getting the government back to freaking work. When that's going to be, we don't know. The assumption was going to be that it was going to be okay. ADP did come out and say that they are a 20-year low. So ADP jobs data is relatively flat. I think it's about 20,000, something like that. But the problem you've got is you've got no data that's come through. And now we're going, yeah, there's not going to be any data either. So the markets are like, Jesus Christ, how the hell do we even predict anything? Again, think about what she says, by the way. Permanently. Listen.
The Democrats may have permanently damaged the federal statistical system with October CPI and jobs reports likely never being released.
Like, how? How can you have something that tracks data that is completely non-existent because 40 days of government shutdown? Like, come on, really? Planes still landed. Police officers still turned to work. All right, they might not get frigging paid, but you're telling me the person that turns the computer or servers on didn't turn the servers on? Like, I mean, I think, by the way, I think the jobs data is awful. And I think CPI would have blown its arsehole out. And I think they've deliberately then gone, yep, don't do it. And then what they'll do is they're going to hope to go to November's data, which they'll be able to pass off as being wrong because obviously then you've not got 3-month moving averages and all that kind of crazy stuff. So it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. And then I don't know who put it in the chat. Someone put it in the chat. People have gone, yep, I'm getting into gold, baby. I am not interested. Silver, let me buy some more silver. The only interesting bit was, again, US Treasury yields and bonds dumped because no one can confirm what the actual friggin' percentage rate is, which is kind of wild, to be honest. So it's pretty bad news. Now, we've got some more stuff to talk about, but how does that then sort of flow back into the crypto market and what do we need to be aware of? Well, let's take a look at some more statistics. The contract volume is record. So people are buying stocks like they literally have more money than they know what to do with. They 3.5 billion contracts for first time in Q3 2025, right? Total options contract traded doubled in the last 5 years. People are like trading this market like fucking lunatics, which is kind of wild, to be honest. Percentage risen 10 points and retail investors' participation hit a record of 55%. So you've got like a weakening jobs market with inflation that's still reasonably, let's say reasonably elevated. Let's say reasonably elevated. I think that's a fair thing. So reasonably elevated We can actually track that here on Trueflation, which remember doesn't take out or takes out a bit more of the kind of spending and all this kind of, you know, volatility that comes in. 2.3, like it's up, okay? It's up. It's still better than some of the other countries, but it's still up. So you kind of have this like job decline, stock market record highs. Like, I mean, Trump's got to be in a world of going, that stock market cannot come down, because if the stock market comes down, people stop spending. The AI bubble, by the way, and when I talk about the AI bubble, like that mother trucker is about to go kaboom, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Then, like, he can't afford this data to come out. Like, he's got, when are midterms as well? I can't remember. Someone tell me when midterms are. Someone in the US. Are they like January or something? Midterm elections are when? Anyone? When's the midterm elections coming up? Anyway, is it 2026? Elections are scheduled to be held in the United States last by November 3rd, 2026. Yeah, so like later on next year. Like they can't afford to kind of have a bad news story. So I generally believe they've kind of gone, oh, like keep this data like hidden, like don't let this data come out, like it's wild. If it comes out, which is kind of insane. And then at the same time, you've also got, you know, loads of people just like rushing into gold. Like, I mean, not even joking right now. They are literally buying physical backed gold ETFs. They hit a record $8 billion in the last month and 17 billion in September. Like, people are literally buying gold like lunatics, okay? Year to date, gold ETFs have drawn 72 point. I mean, that
the House will be in order.
Scared me to fucking death.
The chair lays before the House a communication.
That actually scared me to death.
The Honorable the Speaker, House of Representatives, sir. I have the honor to transmit herewith a copy of the Certificate of Election received from the Honorable Adrian Fontes, Arizona Secretary of State, indicating that the special election held on September 23, 2025, the Honorable Adelita Grijalva was duly elected representative in Congress for the 7th Congressional District, State of Arizona. Signed sincerely, Kevin F. McCumber, Clerk.
Well done. No idea what we just listened to. Man, it's super loud, actually. No idea what we listened to, but great news. Grab your crypto profits before February, then lay low. It feels like it. Yeah, reverse 2 bits in house. Thanks for the short signals this week, mate. What are you talking about? The market pumped the last 3 days. It just dumped this afternoon. You massive weapon. You are completely wrong. Get out of here, reverse 2-bit. You know what you're talking about. The market literally pumped Sunday and Monday. It's just dumped today because of
Representative-elect Grijalva
choppers.
And the Arizona delegation present themselves in the well.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's because reverse 2-bit's pissing me off. Shut up, reverse 2-bit. Man, I literally have now lost it. Is this? Yeah, here it is. Okay, we got it. We got it back.
That you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations, you're now a member of the 119th Congress.
Right, okay, so they just voted someone who had no idea. Obviously, we're waiting to see the government shutdown vote. That's what we want to know. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Alts are down 20% from the local resistance anyway. I appreciate the alpha. Your reverse indicator is fab. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Well, I just flipped bearish this evening, so good luck, all right? Johnson wouldn't swear her in. Oh, really? She's a signature needed to release the Epstein files. Maybe.
Without objection, the gentleman from Arizona is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is my pleasure to rise today to congratulate our newest colleague and fellow Arizonan on her swearing in as the representative of Arizona's 7th Congressional District, Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva. Congresswoman Grijalva has concentrated her career on...
Okay, I've got subtitles on so I can see it. I got subtitles on to see it. Where were we? We were talking about gold, weren't we? Yeah, so everyone is like panic buying gold right now. Like absolute lunatics. So I've sold and moved to stable with accurate in the bear again with better knowledge. I've sold and moved to stables. Well, look, GTR. If it's not, I promise you, I haven't contacted you. There's loads of fake 2-bits about everywhere. That's what happens when you're so popular. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Barr, the new dean of Arizona's state delegation. It has been a minute since we've all been together on
Okay, they're just jabbering. Anyway, so again, look at this. Massive movement into gold. Now, this is the other thing we need to be aware of and could, what's going on, Casey? Could absolutely be the thing we need to keep an eye on. So, AI infrastructure. This is kind of where AI is. There's a chunk of change going into it. Nothing crazy in terms of war and all the rest of it. But this, unfortunately, potentially is going to be the bubble that goes kaboom. $500 billion is what's going in right now, about 1.6% of GDP. We do need to be mindful. This is what's pumping the stock market. This is what's holding the entire freaking stock market up right now. You look at Nvidia, you look at ChatGPT, which, by the way, have been told they've got to send in some filings or something which is kind of crazy. Meta, as well as some of the other ones, right? So we definitely need to keep an eye very much on this, because this could be the bubble that goes pop. And you've also got to hear, look, current AI bubble, the biggest US stock market bubble in history, right? In freaking history. So doesn't matter what metric you look at, but right now, the average of the 4 valuation, it's like 300%. Sorry, it's going on, Vern. 220% GDP, which is, again, not great, by the way. Really not great. And again, that gives you an idea there of what the GDP ratio is. Skyrocketing. The House received a message from the clerk. The clerk transmitted to the House a copy of a letter received by the Honourable Adrian Ford. Speaker election held. Okay, fine. No cares about that. So, again, this is bad news. Okay, thank you, Vern, man. Look at that face. This is, again, bad news. So, let's roll it back. Let's roll it back to what happened today. Now, the market's kind of moving a little bit. Do I expect when the vote comes in that the markets will probably pump a little bit? The reality is, though, it's not good news, all right? It's not good news. Now, let's caveat it a little bit. Has this broken the resistance line that I've been talking about that is like on my agenda? Not yet, okay? Not yet. That is still the line that I am looking for. The 50-week moving average is where I'm looking for, which is like 100K, like 99K, not 100K, right? So we haven't gone below this line yet. So in my head, I'm still in that world. My view was a little bit, though. I wanted to see 109,000 to confirm the upside move for the market. If we don't hit 109,000 by Sunday, I'm probably going to go 50% in stablecoin. That's just my view, right? I'm hoping that potentially we get a bit of a rally, and I'm hoping we break above 109. It's going to be a push. But if we are not over 109 by late night on Sunday, I am probably going to go into some stablecoin, because I think it's probably a sensible decision. And the fact that if we're going to deny CPI and we're going to deny the jobs report, that's bad, right? That's bad. Don't matter how you look at it. I don't care what your opinion is. That is bad news. If you had good jobs data, booming economy, tariffs were being good news, blah, 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 blah. You would want that data. You'd be like, holy shit, I don't give a flying what you do. Get that data out, because everyone needs to see it. The reality is it probably feels like CPI was going to roll over and be bad, and the jobs report was probably going to be even worse, right? Probably going to be even worse. So that's where I'm at. GDP right now is not going to save what is about to happen. Now, there's always a caveat. Again, we're dealing with facts, not fiction right now. The reality is that, look, Justin, top US business executives are attending a private dinner with the White House President Trump tonight. The New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, JP Morgan, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. I think it's going to be like, holy shit, boys, the market's going to be a bit of a problem. You are going to have to buy, because we need to fight to make sure this is a 5. Thing is, Beebs, you could argue and say, maybe that's what it needs. Maybe we do need a 50 basis points cut. There's no freaking data. Like, Jerome Powell's not going to be like, oh, just cut 50 for a laugh. He's going to go, well, I need some data. There ain't going to be any data. So they can't do it. And I also heard, in fact, we need to let me just double check on this. Fed Bostic to leave Federal Reserve. I heard he was going today. Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Atlanta Fed President Bostic says he'll leave position when his term expires in February. Oh, shit. Bostic's always been pretty bullish, by the way. It's the other one we want rid of. Waller. Is it Waller? I can't remember. Anyway, so he's going to leave. He's going to leave as well, by the way. So, yeah, this is pretty bad news, in my opinion, right? It's all kind of bad news. Let's just call it as it is. Doesn't mean the bull market is over just yet. We need to see the vote on the government shutdown. Watch Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will rally a little bit. But the minute that CPI data doesn't come out, And bear in mind, we're expecting it. Friggin', is it not Waller? Was it Waller? Was Waller the bearish one or the bullish one? I can't remember. But yeah, Bostic was definitely... yeah, Rafael Bostic on Wednesday will be leaving his position. What Waller, Fed Waller on rate cuts? Is he bullish on rate cuts? Can't remember. Careful. Yeah, so he's slightly bearish on rate cuts. Bostic, I think, is also relatively, like, flat. Stephen Mirren's like, cut 300%, who gives a crap? But yeah, this again is it's just not good news, is it? Now, what is also interesting as well, by the way, is that whenever we have this, like, you know, uncertainty in the market, look at this. People, once again, BlackRock, 2,178 Bitcoin going into their IBIT fund tomorrow, or predictions are would be tomorrow. The rest of the market is a little bit bearish in terms of what that looks like. So is that bad news? Is it good news? I'm not 100% certain, but look, we certainly need to very much be aligned to it. Based on recent news, have you revised your prediction for BTC top price this bull run or just shifted the date? I mean, where I'm at right now, Stu, is I think the market might be over in like 2 weeks, which I know is a pretty big shift. I'm trying to get my head around why they wouldn't release CPI and jobs data. That's a big fucking red flag. Big red flag, in my opinion, that we need to be very, very conscious of. Because why, and bear in mind the Fed's rate cuts and the whole economy is based upon that. There's more than what, yeah, there is, 100%. There is way more of the world than the US. There isn't that much in terms of actual global markets. Remember, they're a $30 trillion market. It's way more than anyone else, way more. So, you know, if the US sneezes in the markets, then everyone else knows about it. So, like I said, it hasn't invalidated the bull market yet. Yes, we've seen a dump in the market today. That would be natural or based on the reaction of that data because no one expected that to come out today. And then everyone's gone, well, if they're trying to hide the data, bear in mind, they tried to hide the previous jobs data and it was a disaster. They tried to kind of cover the revisions up and that ended up being 1 million job revisions. Like, yeah, can we just ban J Delaqueen? No one messaging, probably a scammer. Just ban them, please, Casey, if you could. That'd be great. So, you know, this is kind of okay. We have a little bit going into the markets, which is good news. And if you want to, you know, kind of put a small spin on it, well, the reality is over the course of certainly the last few months between October 24th and November 7th, actually bigger accounts have been accumulating particular bits of Bitcoin. So 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin holders have been accumulating pretty aggressively. And again, you can see there, though, we are actually seeing some selling pressure, but the amount of BTC held by great whales has more than doubled. All right. So, yeah, we do need to be mindful of that. Confirm, block, report. What's this woman talking about? Okay, my phone's been super weird, but I think I've got rid of you. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, technically on a slightly more positive news, you have got a little bit of good news coming in. In terms of this, the official listing notice published for XRP spot ETFs, launch confirmed for tomorrow. Let's go, baby. XRP doesn't care. It's down 0.64. Did rally today on this move, is pretty much down to where it is, but we know there is. Now, interesting, Eric Balkunas liked a post I put out earlier on, so shout out to Eric. I think it was Eric Balkunas. It might be James Seffert. Can't remember. One of them did anyway. One of them was like, yo, 2-bit, you're bullish. Apparently, Zach Reactor followed me as well. Don't think it's the real one, though. But yeah, James Seffert, there he is. Liked your reply, baby. Look at this. Go, James Seffert. So yeah, we do officially have the announcement of those ETFs coming tomorrow. So good news. This is the MOG ETF, which is almost freaking insane. But XRPC is coming tomorrow. Good news. All right. Good news, if you ask me. So yeah, keep your price posted on that. And then Fed official splitters market price in December rate cut. This might not happen as well. So this is the other bit that we need to be worried about as well, which is like, well, Fed rate cuts, they might not happen because the data won't be there. So it's just all bad news today, to a degree, right? I mean, you know, it's like anything, but right, we're still watching this. Nothing's coming out really, but yeah, so 65%, dropped another 2% here on the potential Fed rate cuts for December. So, you know, why have you suddenly bearish? So Trump's announced that the October CPI and jobs data is never, ever going to be released. I mean, it's freaking insane. Think about it. Never, ever, ever going to be released. Like, that is freaking wild. So I think all eyes on government reopening. What happens? Is it pump and dump by the rumors, by the rumors sell the news event? Potentially, but the fact that they are not going to release that is bad. All right, just freaking bad. So yeah, like I said, doesn't mean that we invalidate the bull market. Doesn't mean right now we don't invalidate the trend. I think these have got another break. Adjustment to the world number of the House under Clause 5 of the Rule 10. The Chair announced to the House that the light of administration of the oath of office. Yeah, fine. So still waiting for this vote to come in. Nothing's really happening. I think they're on another break, which is like a surprise. So think about it. We were meant to get this. Core inflation CPI data was meant to come in on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Which expectations were going to be 3%. We actually said, it probably feels like we're going to be somewhere in around 3.1. And now we're not going to get this. We're also not going to get jobs claims or job data as well. So like all of this is just bad news, all right? It's just bad news. So yeah, we'll see. There's no release in data, so cooking the books then. Yeah, I think so. And again, you got to ask yourself, why would they not release the data if the data was good? Like, I think they've got to keep the stock market moving. They've got to keep, look at the S&P 500 again, up a little bit. NASDAQ up, gold, silver up, ETFs on those two commodities up. They have to kind of keep this. They need to keep it moving. Like, they need to keep Nvidia moving. They need to keep the whole, the Super 7 or whatever the hell they call it. Because, yeah, right now, everything job-related is either pointed to an AI collapse or an overheated market. And if we got an overheated market, then yeah. Now, just to context it, by the way, and I think it is worth contexting, that doesn't mean that the bull market could end next week. We might just go for another year yet, and the markets might keep pumping, and liquidity might come in, and the Fed might cut 50 basis points and sort of all start going absolutely insane. We could pump further high. The big one for me is that CPI was meant to come out, and it'll be what it'll be, and it'll say what it'll say. The fact that we are now saying that is never going to, it's never, not even like it's going to come out next month. It's never coming out. Never coming out. Like, think about that. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Beef says 2-bit crappy cycle. Yeah, probably the worst bull market cycle ever. Ever. That's what happens when the institutions get through the door with the truckers. Are we talking coming tomorrow as in agreed or launch tomorrow? Give me a clue, Craig. I might have missed the initial statement. Rex shares files for a Rex Growth Income Universal ETF. Wow. 8 out of 12 Fed is voting for a 50 cut. Really? You think so? No way, bro. No way. 8 out of the 12. There's no way 8 of them vote for a 50 basis point cut. Because you get a 50 basis point cut. No way they vote 50 basis points. Where have you heard that? Where have you heard that? Because I absolutely do not think that's true at all. Let's think about it, right? Let's think about the Federal Reserve board members. So I think this oh no, this is the old one. Who are the new board members? I can't remember. Because Kungler left, didn't she? Annalisa Kungler left. Michelle Bowman, we know, would probably go. Well, they did. None of them voted 50 last time. None of them. Is tomorrow signing for ETFs? So they're actually launching tomorrow, Craig. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely worst of a bull market. It's like trading high volatility stocks. Yeah, it's wild. XRP did 11x from cycle low. That's true. I mean, look, the reality is that you should still have made some solid money in the market. Like, let's not kid ourselves. There was definitely opportunities, and probably still is opportunities, by the way. It just feels like we should have gone way higher with all of the positive news. Now, again, no, I want to stress, I'm not saying categorically that it's all over come this weekend, but I don't like the fact we're not getting that data. That's my opinion. NASDAQ XRP ETF lies tomorrow. Yeah, it feels like we're going to get a couple tomorrow, which is good. The CPI was good enough for the Fed to not cut rates in December. Unless CPI was good enough for yeah, but the Fed's not cutting based on the economy. They're based on jobs, aren't they, really? And I think that is part of the problem, that they're basing it on jobs, and jobs are bad. Jobs are bad. So yeah, maybe. It's gone on Fairground. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. I actually think these guys are on another break, which is unbelievable. They came back after an hour recess. Oh, hold on, we might have some. Yeah, they came back after. In fact, they came after a 4-hour recess, and then now we're already on a break. Like 21 minutes in. Like, what the hell? Get this vote passed, you massive choppers. But yeah, smash the like button, by the way, if you're enjoying the content and you're getting value out of it. Remember, it massively helps out the channel. It sets me on my journey to become a full-time cryptocurrency YouTuber and TikTok superstar. Man, I need it. My job is like hard work at the minute. Do you think with no job data, with no CPI data, and no government at the work at the moment, then the FOMC meeting might get cancelled? No, the FOMC will still go ahead, but they are less likely to cut rates with no data. So you've got kind of like, bear in mind, what does Jerome Powell say that every single time that we are going to see what the data does? We're data dependent. Well, there's no freaking data. So how do they cut rates based on not having data? Just because they aren't releasing the data doesn't mean they don't know it. Yeah, I mean, Trump wouldn't know it. Surely to Christ. I don't believe for a second they're like, no, Donald, this is CPI. You don't get to see this until we release it. Of course he gets to see it. Trump will know what it's going to be now. It's like when they had the delay on the, is it the last jobs data report? They had a delay, didn't they? Good news doesn't bring liquidity ETFs and institutions do. That's true, Johnny. That's true. I mean, good news doesn't do anything in the market right now, but yeah. Someone says, 2 at the bottom is not in yet. Based on what we just talked about for the last like 30 minutes, then you're probably right, in fairness. You're probably right, but I still think with the government reopening, you'll get a little bit of a move in the market. I still think that's going to happen. The bad news is, like I said, is this whole CPI stuff doesn't make any sense really, unless it's bad. They know what they're doing, all part of the agenda. That's true as well. Surely they have to front run rate cuts. Well, Croman, that's a very interesting point. So Stephen Mirren has argued that if you are trying to balance the economy now, you're behind. Because if you think about it, everything lags in the economy, doesn't it? CPI data is September's report that we get in October. October's report comes in November. Jobs data is a month behind. So you're reacting a month behind. So yeah, you're right. Stephen Mirren's kind of saying, look, the jobs market is in decline. We know the jobs market's weakening. We know the labor market's weakening. All the data suggests that that's happening. We need to cut based on the jobs market continuing to decline, which is then 50 basis points. The trouble you got going 50 is the market will shit itself. Market will be like, oh my God, they've gone 50, because you can't rational with stupid. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's stupid, by the way, but you can't, people are just like, whoa, what do you mean you've gone 50? Like, he made a pretty good argument for it. And December, generally speaking, is not exactly a great time anyway. So they probably should be in that world of going 50 on the view that they know the jobs market's weakening. Not the economy's bad, because the economy's not great, is it, to be honest? Similar to here, really. But, you know, we're about to absolutely, in the UK, shaft everyone with government tax increases. Like, we are literally going to completely bum everyone in about, like, 2 weeks or something. When is it? I can't remember what it is. I can't remember when it is, but the 26th of November, so like 2 weeks, we're going to, like, the UK is just going to go kaboom. Like, oh yeah, let's whack a like fucking $30 billion fiscal shortfall in. Like, oh yeah, great idea. Rach. That's exactly what we need in the UK. Like, oh, what do we need? 15 billion for hotels. Cool. Great news. Or what else do we need? 10 billion to sell a friggin' army base to somebody. All right, yeah, nice one. Nice one. Yeah, we're all about that, aren't we? We're all about that. Oh, what, do you need some more national insurance from me? Hold on a minute. Let me bend over so you can take it from me. Q for the Clarity Act should have already been signed. That's true. I mean, the Clarity Act is desperately needed. Desperately needed. That'll stop all the kind of stupid shit going on with like Binance and all the rest of it. So yeah, the Clarity Act definitely, which again, getting the government back open, hopefully we can kind of get that put through. Liam, do you know what? For the first time ever, this is actually true, by the way. For the first time ever, I posted a tweet, because I'm a little bit like, oh God, I don't know if I want to criticize the government. I might end up in prison next week. For the first time ever, I actually tweeted out on the reply to something saying, the UK is a shambles right now. That's what I put. And I felt good about it, but I feel sad inside that we've got to this point. And I watched that clip of the veteran that was on Good Morning Britain. And it honestly, it literally is heartbreaking that people like that, man, I'm on a rant tonight, that people like that did what they did for this disgrace of a country right now. Shut up, Holmes. Shut up. You probably have. It's probably been you all along taking my channel down. Anyway, I know. I'm probably going to end up in prison next week. He's like this. Like, open up the door. We heard you posted about the UK not being very good. Like, what the hell, bro? Anyway, Robert says, yeah, I'm here with you. US, nothing like being... yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Johnny says, thanks to subscribe. Welcome in, Brett. From Ireland. Man, at least you guys are trying to do something about it. I mean, unfortunately, the bureaucracy of government stopped you guys doing probably what was a good idea, but at least you guys are like, yes, we're going to stand up with true Irish grit, whereas we're like, oh... let's not upset anybody. You want me to pay more national insurance? No problems, Rakes. Just let me know how much you need. Let me know. You want a 6% pay rise on national insurance? Hey, no problems. Hey, I tell you what, why do you also tax my unrealized gains on my cryptocurrency investments while we're at it? That'd be great news. That'd be great news. Right. Go on, 2-bit. Davo. Oh, right. Let's go. Let's talk about something else. We need to flip the switch here and talk about something way more optimistic than this. Let's talk about let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about hold on, the house is back. Oh, don't upset me right now. I was going to talk about something else. Here we go. Let's just look at this. There we go. Let's just look at this for a little bit. All right. Good meme.
On the judiciary be discharged from further consideration of H.R. 4405 and ask for its immediate consideration in the House. Under guidelines consistently issued by successive speakers, as recorded in Section 956 of the House Rules and Manual, the chair is constrained not to entertain the request unless it has been cleared by the bipartisan floor and committee leadership.
I mean, they don't have to come. They're just.
Seek recognition. Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Speaker. We Republicans are requesting this unanimous consent, or Democrats objecting to this request. Chair reminds the gentleman from Tennessee that, as indicated by Section 956 of the House Rules and Manual, it is not a proper parliamentary inquiry to ask the chair to indicate which side of the aisle has failed under the Speaker's guidelines to clear a unanimous consent request as was stated.
I mean, it's like I don't know if anyone was ever in the debate club at school, by the way, but it is.
Mr. Speaker, by the direction of the Committee on Rules, I call up House Resolution 873 and ask for its immediate consideration.
The clerk will report the resolution.
House Calendar number 46, House Resolution 873. Resolved that upon adoption of this resolution, it shall be in order to take from the Speaker's table the bill H.R. 5371, making continuing appropriations and extensions for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes, with the Senate amendment thereto, and to consider in the House without intervention of any point of order, a motion offered by the Chair of the Committee on Appropriations or his designee that the House concur in the Senate amendment. The Senate amendment and the motion shall be considered as read. The motion shall be debatable for 1 hour, equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member.
Okay, so this is it then. This is what's the bad news? Trump's not releasing CPI or jobs data like ever.
Shall be considered as ordered on the motion to its adoption without intervening motion.
So HR 173 is the bill that ends the government shutdown. So this is exactly what it is. So he's got an hour. I mean, we might stay live for this, in fairness. So they're going to debate this for an hour now.
The lady from Minnesota is recognized for 1 hour.
Mr. Speaker, for the purpose of debate only, I yield the customary 30 minutes to the ranking member from Massachusetts, Mr. McGovern, pending which I yield myself such time as I may consume. During consideration of this resolution, all time yielded is for the purpose of debate only. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days in which to revise and extend their remarks.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, last night, the Rules Committee met and reported a rule providing for the consideration of the motion to concur in the Senate amendment to H.R. 5371. the continuing appropriations, agriculture, legislative branch, military construction, and veterans affairs.
Yeah, so this is the vote basically that we're all interested in. So we will, I'm going to keep that down here. They're just going to debate it for an hour. I mean, I will just be honest and say I don't care about the actual debate, because I think the debate needs to be get the government back open, but we will keep it down there. For sure. Still bullish on Will It Be Financial? Yeah, kind of. Actually, it actually was having a pretty good day today, but it's dumped back down again. But yeah, I'm still kind of okay on Will It Be Fi. I still think we've got some good momentum. And if anything's going to move, it'll be the one that trumps back, won't it? So better buy Bonk now. I mean, look, memes are absolutely ruined right now. Look at Pepe, by the way. It's at 5.7. That's an absolute shambles. So yeah, memes are bad right now. In fact, well, look, I mean, most altcoins, with the exception of fucking Zcash, yeah, the markets are a little bit poopy-doopy. However, 12-hour live stream. It's only an hour, isn't it? I can probably live stream for the next hour. Don't forget, I normally go with Vern, so I'm cool with just sitting and chilling. Like, I did it last week as well. Just continued on for like another hour. So, like, I'm cool with that. Apparently, Austin Hilton's just joined my TikTok live. Is that the real Austin? I somehow think not. So we're going to stay live until midnight. Grab a drink, gang. I mean, yeah, we might. I mean, it might be worth it. I'm down for doing it, by the way. I'll stay live for like, so if they're doing it now, 4:36, an hour. Yeah, I could do an hour. I could do another hour live. Definitely. And then we can sort of see how it goes on. Got to make sure you're sharing the stream out, though, and getting bullish and all that kind of stuff. Perfect time to buy, guys. Don't buy green, buy red. I mean, that is a good answer. And this is what all of them will do. They will relinquish their time to another member until they waste the whole day. Pretty much. I mean, I was never in the debate club, by the way. I don't generally debate very well because I just get bored of it quite quickly. But yeah. Okay, good. Well, we'll keep an eye on the markets. We will. I mean, they're just jibber jabbering right now. Yeah, so we know they all want SNAP benefits. We know that they want to release a little bit of funding. Military people get paid, all that kind of stuff. All right, cool. We know all that. If all ETFs do well and Clarity Act passes before the end of the year, what would your guess on what XRP will be trading at? I mean, if it depends what it looks like, doesn't it? It depends what it goes in as. Predictions are like $3 to $5 on XRP if it all goes in as we think, $100 million seeding and then actually seeing significant inflows. Could be pretty optimistic. I think you'll see it as a bit of a lagging debate, but yeah, I mean, I'd maybe expect a $4 XRP if you get massive inflows coming in, huge amount, because don't forget you get FOMO buying as well, but it's hard to really say, to be honest. I did do some market analysis ages ago where we ran some modelers through an AI to create a similar modeler to run the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF percentage volumes based on price into XRP. And I think it came in at like 391 or something like that. So yeah, keep your eye out for it. No alt season, no meme season. Yeah, Jeremy, yeah. I mean, like I said, we're not over yet. But in mind, if the House votes to open the government, then yeah, we might actually get a nice little move to the upside, maybe back above 104. Maybe. If it was Austin, it would be Shilly's. Maybe. What's your guess on Say? I mean, we haven't really looked at Say for a while. I feel like it's gone a bit quiet over there. Do I even have this chart? I do. 17 cents right now in a very much downward macro trend. So similar to the rest of the market, really, which I think we talked about before, didn't we? Like, it's a really obvious downtrend as well. So yeah, be mindful of Say. In my opinion, it's kind of going to hit a low pretty soon. It's lower than launch price. Yeah, probably at a critical level right now. 17 cents, probably needs to push back up, whether it will or not. We'll see. As a teen, I often debated. Of course, you did 37. You're missing an M and an A. What the fuck? For another hour, I got some painting by numbers to do. I mean, that's probably going to be more interesting, in fairness. Can you live stream that so we can all watch it? It should be good, by the way. Why don't we have like one of those things for the next like 5 minutes where everyone just keeps tapping the like button, smashing the likes. Everyone gives it a little thumbs up. I mean, that'd be kind of a fun thing to do, wouldn't it? 94K BTC soon. Sell the news on government opening. You reckon, JJ? Yeah? Where's the guy from Massachusetts? I mean, he is absolutely roasting these people. Holy crap, listen to this.
Democrats had the audacity to ask them to try to lower people's health care costs. And while they sat on their couch for 8 weeks, we were working. We listened to people who told us their health insurance premiums are doubling and tripling. We heard from people who don't understand why you guys moved at the speed of light to give tax breaks to billionaires, but you won't lift a damn finger to extend the tax credits that help ensure people's health insurance premiums don't skyrocket. This CR, this dirty CR, which does nothing to solve the healthcare crisis, is one of the most immoral, unethical, evil things that I have ever seen happen in all my time in Congress. But it's just part of a larger pattern of indifference from Republicans that we have seen time after time after time. When the billionaire class needed another tax cut,
is the
when they
Massachusetts
wanted
guy,
to
he must be
funnel money
Democrat,
to
is
the
he?
people who write their campaign checks.
He must be a Democrat, I'm assuming. I mean, again, I don't want to turn this political, but I'm assuming that he is. Because the last thing they need to do is reject this. House Representatives, Demo or Republican? Let's have a look. Is it going to tell who's who? Not really a list of them. Not really a list. I thought there might have been a list of people that was who is what. House of Representatives. That doesn't help me. I can see the seats, but I can't see the people who are sitting in them. Members. Oh, current members. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. So minority leadership. Oh, here we go. Right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right. What's this guy? He's from Massachusetts. So he is... Where is the massive trapper? There he is. Jim McGovern. Jim McGovern, you are a Democrat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. Many of you have been saying there will be a flip the switch moment for XRP and mass adoption when the government opens back up. What's your view? Can I guess which YouTubers you were listening to? I mean, look. The ETFs should be good news, right? The ETFs should be good news. If they play out as we've seen before, then yeah, they may see an uptrend. You've got some calling for like $1,000 XRP. Those people are insane. I would unsubscribe to their channel because they're absolutely talking nonsense. Could we see an uptick to $3, $4, $5? Maybe, right? Maybe. It said Democrat. Oh, did it? I didn't see it because I was too busy moving the screen around. So maybe, yeah, maybe that's the thing. Is it going to go to 3 figures? No, right? Let's just call a spade here. It's not going to go to $100. It might, if we were to get ETFs come out, super mental, like mega bull market, everyone's going wild. All of a sudden, you've got huge fiscal relaxation. The Fed go like, oh, I'm super crazy bullish on everything in the world. Maybe it gets to $5, $6, maybe. But it doesn't feel like it's going to get there, does it? So I think we'll see. We saw it with the Bitcoin ETFs. In fact, we saw it with every single Bitcoin ETF. It was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. They went live and the markets dumped and the ETFs dumped as well. So, people might be trying to front run ETFs, pumping volume and pumping price tomorrow. I don't think they will. So be mindful of that if you were deciding to go in on it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And there is so much to unpack and to object to in the ranking member's opening statement. But I just want to comment on one of the issues. And I find the statement that Republicans were on vacation laughable. The idea that Republicans were on vacation during the shutdown...
Okay. Most people will sell XRP too early, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe. Yo, brother, how you doing today? Brutal, positive, dump region. Any news on these speeches? Bullish or bearish? The market's a little bit bearish right now because Trump's decided that we aren't going to get jobs data or CPI, which is bad news. In fact, when was the last time we didn't get a CPI report? When was the last time we didn't get a CPI report in the USA? The last time a scheduled US consumer pricing report was released was intended with date was October. Before that, historically, reports have been delayed. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Data has been delayed, but never permanently removed. So never in history, by the looks of this, have we had data removed forever. What the flipping heck is that about? What the flipping heck is that about, people? Since December is historically not a good crypto month, maybe we can do the opposite this time around. I mean, maybe, Beebs. Let's hope so. Why is he a donor? Who? Oh, who's this speaking?
Mr. Speaker, I sure hope you did not watch all 7 hours of the Democrat group therapy session last night.
Republican
in the Rules
Virginia Fox
but if you did,
from
you saw
North
what a clown show
Carolina.
It was a crisp 40 degrees outside when we adjourned at around 1:30 a.m. this morning. But with the amount of hot air
Virginia
being
Fox,
spewed
Republican.
by
She's
Democrats in the
82
committee
years
room for
old.
7
Holy
straight
shit.
hours,
Come on.
you would have thought
Been
we were
a
in the
official
dead of
House member
summer.
since January the 3rd,
Mr. Speaker, at this point, I don't
2005.
think
Lives in
Democrats really
Banner,
agree on anything.
Elk, wherever the hell that is.
Last night and into the
Graduated from
early
the University
hours
of North
this
Carolina
morning,
Capital
they
Bay with a
showed
bachelor's
everyone
in
that they couldn't even
politics
agree
and
on
also
what
from the
they're
University of North Carolina, where she got a
angry
master's in
They
education.
went off on so
Everybody,
many
welcome in
tangents that it would have been
Virginia
a miracle
Fox.
if they arrived at a single coherent thought at any point during.
Oh dear, brilliant. Tax on beer is too high. I mean, that's true. I don't think people have enough money anymore. Everything is too expensive now. No money to spare. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, me too. Sounds like I'm well fed. I kind of like this. Look, I've got a full list of all the people that are in the house. It's kind of exciting. From where they are, I can give you anybody. I mean, look at this. Look at Valerie Fauchou or Fauchi. She looks mental. Is the Trump 2000 stimulus going ahead? Well, I think so. They have announced that it will be on working families that earn below $100,000. So if you earn more than $100,000, then you are not eligible, right? So that will probably determine some of you guys. But yeah, Bessant's saying that it's still going to come out. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everybody. Trump posted on Sunday on his Truth Social. Yeah, it's a pretty big amount of cash, really. But Bessant was a little bit less like, oh, it's definitely going to happen. But yeah, I think it's straight. I think it's still going to happen. Yeah, that's young for a politician. Yeah, 82. So will CPI not take place tomorrow? Yeah. So CPI is just a report of the consumer spending. We're not going to get that report. So what you've got then is you've got no indication of what people are spending, how they're spending it, and which is where the crux of it comes, whether you've got an expansion or a contraction economy. Remember, ISM data were crap. Well, it wasn't crap actually, but it wasn't good. So you had declining ISM, which is telling us that the US economy is in decline. And if they got a bad CPI data, then don't forget, by the way, there's also a big thing going on right now in the Supreme Court that Trump is clearly nervous about, like the tariff situation. Like they could rule that tariffs are illegal. He'll get around it. But the fact of the matter is that is like, at the minute, it's kind of his big thing, isn't it? Like if they were to announce that tariffs are illegal, like he's in bad shape. So I think there's a little bit around it that's like, okay, they freaking cannot get these reports put out if it's going to be bad news. Like that's kind of what they've done. So, it is what it is, isn't it? But we've never had that before. Anyone on 100K but moaning about not getting $2,000, you should give their greedy head a wobble. That's true. That's true. I don't know what your tax is. So like here in the UK, if you're earning more than 100K, you're paying like 45% tax of that. So I think you end up being slightly worse off than someone earning like 60K, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Oh my God, he's back. He's back. What's he saying now?
On vacation. I want to remind her, you haven't voted for 8 weeks. And most people define vacation as you don't have to show up to work and you get paid. That's exactly what Republicans did. They didn't show up to work and they got paid. It was a paid vacation. I now yield 1 minute to the gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Johnson.
Texas, Ms. Johnson. Let's check her out. Anyone want to beat me to it? So, where is she? Man, there's lots of people from Texas. Holy crap, they've got loads. They've literally got loads. They've got like 20. Oh my God, there's loads of people from Texas. Julie Johnson is a Democrat, born May 2nd, 1966. She's the 32nd House representative from Texas. She's been a senator for about 10 months. She actually graduated from the University of Texas of Austin with a bachelor's and the University of Austin, whatever that means. Everybody say hello to Julie Johnson.
Millions of taxpayer dollars funneled to the benefit of a handful of senators, while families are struggling to afford groceries and health care. We are being asked to sign off on a deal that lines the pockets of the very people who wrote it. That is an insult to every hard...
I feel like Julie Johnson is shouting for no reason and really monotone in how she's talking about all the things in the economy, and that makes me a little bit uneasy when I'm going to listen to her because it's always the same tone. Man, Julie Johnson's wild. Yeah, so no CPI, no jobs data as well, which, by the way, is bad news as well. Bad news. So we're not going to get much. We may get PPI, which is the producer price index, which they can kind of pass off as like, well, maybe it's not as bad on tariff. So whether we even get PPI, I mean, PPI is expected to be pretty flat. So they're like, oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Who's this guy?
Pass. The American soldier needs this bill to pass. Our air traffic controllers need this bill to pass. The men and women who protect...
I don't know who this guy is, but Johnson sounds 92. Maybe. When is crypto going up? I'm tired. X6. So am I, bro. So am I. Here's the worst part about it. I talk about it every single night. Man, I am exhausted. For the first time in about 2 years, I was like, I don't even know if I could be asked to live stream tonight. But as always, I come live with you guys. And even though the market looks like absolute trash, I still feel optimistic once I live stream with you guys. So this is Representative Austin Scott. Austin Scott is from... Anyone guess where Austin Scott's from? Where are you, Austin Scott? There you are. He is 55 years old. He has been a senator since January 3rd, 2021 and graduated from the University of Georgia. Anyone want to guess where Austin... I've just said it, haven't I? Jesus Christ. We don't need to listen to him. He's not talking about anything good. Is he from Somalia? I don't think so. But yeah, X6, I mean, we might get a view. I think the markets will be pretty volatile based upon what people are saying. So I think when you get like a Democrat a Democrat representative going like, oh, the market's a fucking joke, then it might dump and then other people might pump it. So this guy's back again, by the way.
Is the House Democrats' last attempt to make a change to this rule before it gets voted on. And I want to use this opportunity to talk about a last-minute provision that was slipped into the CR in the Senate. It's an outrageous giveaway to pad the pockets of 8 Republican senators. And it's one of the most corrupt things I've seen in my life. So if the House defeats the previous question, I will offer an amendment to the rule to consider as adopted an amendment to the continuing resolution offered by Representative Subramanian which would strike the corrupt giveaway out of the text of this bill so it does not make it into law. Mr. Speaker, this is a massive payday for Republicans. It would allow 8 of their senators to shovel millions of dollars into their own wallets. I'm talking cash money, not for their states, not for their constituents. No, for their own personal bank accounts. Why should a United States senator or any party get a special right that nobody else has? No state legislator, no governor, no judge, no citizen in the entire country has this right, but we are creating it for a handful.
Well, I mean, technically, if you were to trade the stock market using insider information and amass a wealth of $247 million over the time that you were in Senate and Congress, maybe that would be seen as slightly lining your own pockets. But I mean, hey, no one does that, right? No one does that. Jesus. Griff says these reps are intolerable to listen to. Yeah, and it's hard work. It's hard work. Yeah, the videos, sorry. It's not really much. It's just these choppers talking. I can't like bring it out, which is kind of annoying. I thought maybe I could. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me see. Unless I can kind of bring it up on X.
In less than 2 days. This is one small thing that needs to be deleted.
I want giant
it's
leap for
easy,
mankind.
and it can be done very fast. But, and please spare me the excuses that we'll get this done next week with a new bill. Once this is law, that's it. It is signed into law forever. It will never change. It is permanent, and you voted for it. And Republicans all know,
my entire life,
all know that.
ever.
So, Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to insert the text of my amendment into the record along with extraneous material immediately prior to the vote on the previous question, and to discuss our proposal. I yield a minute to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Subramanian.
Without objection on the UC request, the chair will remind the gentleman from Massachusetts and others to please refrain from engaging in personalities in it. Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Ranking Member McGovern. I mean, you know what people hate more than seeing their costs go up?
is seeing their costs go up while corrupt politicians line their pockets with taxpayer money. That's what they really hate, but that's what this bill does. Republican senators slipped into...
Cool. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Once clarity takes past, all the banks will jump into XRP. Well, I mean, we got that SoFi Bank stuff yesterday. Did you see that? SoFi Bank news is big, by the way. I don't know if you guys caught that. If you didn't catch my video talking specifically about XRP, then what the hell are you doing with your life? You should have caught that. SoFi Bank will allow you to custody cryptocurrency, and more importantly, by the way, they will also allow you to buy cryptocurrency directly from your freaking checking account. I think that's pretty wild. I think that's pretty wild, by the way. So, yeah, good news. Tapping the like makes the number grow. Yeah, let's do it. Smash up the like button, by the way. Also, if you're bullish, hit the like button on YouTube as well. We've got like over 110 people in the stream right now. So shout out to everybody tuning in. If you're enjoying the content as well, consider subscribing to the channel. Turn the notification bell to all. Remember, every single day I'm here grinding away, trying to bring you the best in up-to-date constant news, reviews, and factual information. My videos might not get the most amount of likes out there, but what they're not is bullshit. So if you are interested in that and supporting the channel, then do it. Also, if you want to grab a channel membership, head down there, click the join button. That gives you access to our premium Discord, by the way, where we talk about all about the markets and everything else that's going on. Worth it, in my opinion. Okay. 37 says when Congress shuts down, they shouldn't get paid. Yeah, well, did you see they tried to put some bills through, didn't they? And loads of them voted against it. Loads of them voted against it. And they were like, nah, mate. Nah, we ain't paying you, mother truckers.
On track, getting our airports back to full capacity. Once this happens, we can tackle the issues and get back to really doing the things for the American people, not using their suffering as leverage, like the Democrat Whip Clark is willing to do. Democrats have spent weeks performing political theater by refusing to open government and continue to perform that political theater.
So it feels like it's this kind of, you know, bold-headed guy against this woman here, look. This is kind of who it's like, feels like they're battling against her. I need to change that because that filter is like super annoying me. There we go. We'll put it on fade. Fade is the way forward. Right, who's going to talk now? Anyone interested?
Rule and ending this shutdown chaos. For more than 40 days, the American people have endured a painful and entirely avoidable government shutdown. Not because of policy differences, but because Senate Democrats and Chuck Schumer chose politics over people. And while...
Yeah. Cool. They're just arguing. Right, good. Ba, 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 ba. I haven't seen TikTok's AI tonight. I don't know what's going on with that. Is it pantomime season? Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, God. I mean, Bitcoin's kind of moving a little bit. 101,903. Which channel am I watching? JLR Investigates has got it up. It's only because I can put it up on my screen without messing around. It's literally, I press one button on my StreamYard and it brings it up on my YouTube channel as opposed to what I was doing, which is like arsing around with each window. So, yeah. But we're going to keep close to it. We'll keep close to it and see what happens. By the way, if you could just tap the like button, that'd be great. If you want to drop your daily heart me's in as well, don't forget, does help out the stream, gets us up in this different league here. So feel free. You don't have to, but we would appreciate it if you could. And yeah, if you're here on YouTube as well, by the way, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. That would be great if you could. Right, XRP flipping green right now in the day. This is good news, isn't it? Man, XRP is starting to get a little bit bullish. Let's hope so. Unrelated, make sure to check out those red auroras again tonight. It's supposed to be a good show. Oh, nice. Will I see them in the UK? Why says sell? Sell. I mean, maybe. Do you ISO 222 affect XRP positively? I think it might be longer term positive. Do I think it instantly is going to make a difference to the price? No, not really. Not really. What a joke. This crypto game is starting to feel immature holding spot. Well, handler, then we are in the same boat. So my make or break times this weekend. 109. If it ain't above 109, I'm going 50% into stablecoin. That's my view. And I'll just see what the market does. But yeah, 109 is what I'm looking for as a move. Again, if the House votes to open the government, that should be good news. We should see the price rally a little bit. Do we get a sustained movement? Maybe. The problem you've got at the minute is you've just got loads of people wanting to dump the market ASAP, and that's generally not a good thing. So, people that bought the bottom, the 98K move, then, they'll sell. Like, that's just life, isn't it? We just need to make sure that we have more buying pressure than selling pressure. You are actually doing color with numbers, Tomato Pete. That's absolutely wild. That is wild. Make or break weekly close again? Yeah, I think so. I think so. For a different reason, though. Yeah, for a different reason. So yeah, we'll see. Northern Lights illuminate the sky above Sandown, New Hampshire. Look at that, pretty good. So yeah, looks like it. Hello, what's the bad news? Trump is not going to release the CPI data, which has never been done before. And he also is not going to release the... he's also not going to release the jobs data. Ever. Like, ever. Not even like just a little bit. Ever. So it's not ended yet. They're still voting. So they could vote against this, by the way. This people need to understand that. They could absolutely
Trump's
still
net
vote
worth
against
by
this.
$3 billion in a year.
Without objection.
I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record an article from people.com entitled Donald Trump hosts Great Gatsby themed Halloween party as 42 million Americans brace for SNAP benefits to expire.
Without objection.
I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record an article from the New York Times entitled Trump's latest White House makeover, the Lincoln bathroom in marble and gold.
Without objection.
I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record an article from The Nation entitled The Bill to End the Shutdown is Full of Giveaways to Republicans.
Without objection.
And Mr. Speaker, I yield myself 15 seconds.
Gentleman is recognized for 15 seconds.
I'm sorry that the gentlelady thinks that trying to stop people's health care premiums from doubling and tripling and quadrupling is political theater, but we don't. And I don't have time to address all the BS coming from my colleagues across the chamber, but it's clear that this Republican leadership is not only failing to deliver on their promises, they're selling out at the expense of the basic needs of the American people. I reserve.
Time is reserved. Gentlelady from Minnesota.
Mr. Speaker, I yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Texas.
Gentleman from Texas, Mr. Roy, is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank the gentleman from Arkansas. I thank the gentlelady from Minnesota.
It's all a bit mental, isn't it? If the shutdown is over, they go back to the same route, nothing gets done. I mean, that's also maybe true. Tyranny and fucking Aberdeenshire for the Knights tonight, really? Is Tim still bullish? I mean, let's see. Even people in Texas saw the red auras last night. Wow. Nice. Chip Roy is the bloke speaking now. I mean, he looks like the most American bloke I've ever seen in my entire life.
On the other side of the aisle were searching for a reason for voters to support them next November. They were searching for a cause. And we know this because there was intervening elections
Chip
and a
Roy,
lot of rhetoric,
first assistant
but no
Attorney
results.
General of Texas.
We're here right now with
years
Democrats
old.
having joined senators to send a bill over here to fund government through the end of January with 3 appropriations bills, which we worked through regular order, that keeps spending relatively flat, advances the priorities the American people sent us here to advance, to back up the president who is securing the border, which he was sent to Washington to do, to restore our military to focusing on defending this nation.
Thanks, Griff. Not you. Not that's. Thanks, Chip. Griff becoming a channel member. Let's go, baby. Welcome in. Griff, are you in the Discord? Sounds like an NFL commentator. Yeah, he does. Griff, are you in the Discord? If you are in the Discord, you now get access to the premium section, baby. Welcome in, Griffster. And are you in the Discord? Griff, are you already in there? Griff, you are not already in there. I feel like I need to take some of these people out. Some of you guys I don't think have kept your memberships up. Maybe you need to get yeeted out. Griff has had to re-up the gift membership. That's the old trick in the the old trick. Griff, are you in the Discord? I can't seem to find you. What's your name in the Discord? Oh, there you are. I think I found you. There you go, Griffster. Bosh. Your name's now Green, baby. Is Vern going live tonight? No, it's his wife's birthday, so he is fearful of repercussions if he was to come live with me. Doesn't sound like they will pass it. Yeah, I mean, Devo, you gotta understand, if the Democrats aren't gonna pass it, or the Democrats are gonna be way anti against it, the Republicans are gonna be for it. The only ones you got to debate is if there is enough of the Democrats to want to open it. That's all it is. I mean, I don't even know how many is there. How many do they need to pass? The membership of the House comprised of 435 seats, representatives from 50 states. So, I mean, yeah, I'm assuming they have to do it in the House. So they'll need what, like 270 or something? I think. Yeah, Tim's bullish. Look at that. See, Tim's bullish. CJ says 2 hours away from the vote. I thought it was an hour. Oh, I haven't got the thing up here. I thought they did an hour. Or was it? Yeah, no, it was an hour. Or was it an hour each? Maybe it's an hour each. What's going on, GC? What's going on, bro? Welcome in, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Have we got to 300 people in the Discord yet, by the way? Where are we at? The Discord has 287 people in the Discord. Let's go. Let's go. Bro, want to sleep. The vote will bring volatility. I mean, that's true. Well, I'm going to be sticking around. I'm going to be keeping an eye on what's going on with it. We'll see. I mean, I hope it gets through. 270 is young to be a politician. Oh, dear. GC, thanks, man. Go ETH. Go XRP. I mean, ETH was green a minute ago, but it's down again. As is Bitcoin, by the way. 101,656. So, yeah. That is where we are. That is where we are. Man, there's just lots of shouty people right now. Lots of shouty people being very shouty about this government shutdown. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you're right. It is going to bring pretty extreme volatility in the market. I mean, look at that. Look at that dump, by the way, in CPI. I'm behind on the stream, obviously. Shabs, don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. Just go back and watch it again later. Just stick with us right now. Stick with us right now because we're kind of keeping an eye on what's going on in the House of Representatives in terms of the vote to reopen the freaking government. Hopefully we get that, but yeah, as of right now, not seeing it too much. Not seeing it too much at the minute, but bang bang. What's up? What's up? What's up? Everyone's covering it. So, yeah, you've got Fox News are covering it. Forbes are covering it. These people are covering it. Candace Owens has got 70,000 people watching it. That's absolutely crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. Look at that. 69,000 people watching Candace Owens. Holy crap. Candace, come on the show. Talk about crypto. Tim, you made me good money on some of your calls last year. It's all evaporated now because I appreciate nonetheless Trump's recklessness and corruption has ruined the crypto biz for many. Nino, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Man, lots of people asking me to be a co-host. I don't want to be a co-host on other channels. Tim Inverse on the chart. Yeah, come on, Tim. Pump the markets, baby. Pump the markets. Okay, what's going on?
1 minute to the gentlewoman from Oregon, Ms. Bonamici.
Ladies recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in opposition to this continuing resolution. I will not support a bill that will continue the Republicans' assault on Americans and their pocketbooks. At a time when Oregonians and Americans are already struggling with rising costs, this bill locks in devastating cuts to
71, by the way,
drives up the cost, in many cases significantly. The assault on healthcare and the Republican shutdown more broadly, they're further proof that the first 10 months of this Trump administration have been chaotic, harmful, and completely out of touch with the needs of the American people. Donald Trump held an extravagant Great Gatsby party at Mar-a-Lago the night before SNAP benefits expired, while the administration and Republicans continue to ignore the needs of working families. That's not governing. They've abandoned their responsibility to bring down costs and growth.
There you go. There you go, Susan. Thanks for that. Candy Sauce is batshit. I mean, I've never really watched her stuff, but yeah, I could see that, to be fair. Right. What have we got going on? Don't forget, hit the like button if you're brand new to the channel as well. Consider subscribing. We're on the grind, everybody. We're trying to push the old channel arena, getting moving. Likewise, if you're here on TikTok, by the way, do share us out. The little button down here somewhere. Here, look. You can press this button here. This is going to share the stream out. Let people know we're here. Let people know we're talking about what's going on in the House of Representatives around the government reopening. So fingers crossed that happens. And oh my God, look at this guy. This guy looks fucking wild, bro. Look at this
today
chopper.
As we are in the process of ending the longest government shutdown in
He's
our
got to be
nation's
from
history.
Texas. He sounds like,
and to
who is it?
affirm that this Congress will get back to leading America into her next golden
Pat
age.
Fallon, is that him?
Over 40 days. That is how long the government has been closed. For over 40 days. Democrats here in this body and in the Senate have chosen chaos over our country. They chose to
Addison
shut the
McDowell
government
from
down
North
because
Carolina.
politics demanded it, not policy.
Holy crap,
The
that's funny.
elites who dominate their party's decision-making are the ones least impacted by its
Addison
decisions.
McDowell,
Were the
31.
far-left activists
Fair
and
play, lad.
Democrats here in this body the ones not getting paychecks? No, Mr. Speaker. That was the air traffic controllers, our troops, and our Capitol police officers.
He's 31 years old. Fair play to him. Holmes. Oh, dear me. Oh, my God. It's Barron's brother. He's going to dump it 90%. Let's hope no. Oh, dear me. Clark Kent. Yeah, Superman. Yeah, I think he's taking his shirt off now. You guys can't see it, but he is. Yeah, the guy does look pretty bored behind. I mean, there just seems to be a lot of them on their phone. Like, have you ever been in that place where you're like in somewhere and you're like, I better not get my phone out because someone's definitely going to see the fact that I'm looking at my phone at something. Anyway, how long have they been going now? Like, how long have they been going? Anyone know? I don't even know. Do you think XRP will get double digits, and if so, when? I mean, my sort of bull market price prediction was pretty high in fairness for XRP, but yeah, I mean that relied on the bull market actually sticking around a bit longer than it probably feels like it has done. So yeah, not great. I mean, longer term. I mean, it depends what these ETFs do, really, doesn't it? Hopefully, we get some good news ETFs. That'd be great, and then I need some oil in this thing. Then hopefully we get some more bullish news, but yeah, we'll see. Magic Creek says, anyway, I'm done for the night. I'm going to say good night. I can't do any more politics. See you later, Craig. Adios, senor. You are weak. Oh, dear. Oh, good, mate. Sleep well. Fairground said XRP will prevail. I mean, look, I think XRP is going to do pretty well. I think these ETFs are just part of the next iteration. The Ripple Bank that I think is going to come pretty soon. Given the SoFi announcement we talked about earlier, I think Ripple Bank could come sooner rather than later, which could be good news as well. So, yeah, they're clapping somebody. I don't know who this is. Some woman. I do not know who this woman is, but she is getting a clap. So, these health insurance companies need to have a cap. However, the major donors and most politicians... Yeah, well, 100%. I mean, look, I think if you're a politician somewhere, you're pretty corrupt anyway. That's just my view, by the way, because... You see it, we see it here in the UK, you see it in the US. I mean, there was a thing, wasn't there, the other day of like Elizabeth Warren saying, hey, you know, these private jets and big money going to these people that literally flies in on a private jet while while people can't get on. You're like, God, it baffles me. It baffles me. And if I could be bothered, I would definitely like try and do it in politics and just have the stance of, do you know what? I'm just going to do what I say I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I'll listen to you. But what I'm going to do is, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. Rather than be in this world of like, hey, we're not going to raise taxes. We are the party for you. Literally 12 months later on, slam the taxes up. Screw the people. I don't care. I mean, for the first time ever, I debated not paying my TV license. I don't even watch the BBC. Like, who the hell cares? Like, you know what I mean? It's wild. Like, politics is just a bit of a boy and girls club, isn't it? That's my opinion anyway. He was 31, looked 45. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. If I was a politician, I'd be corrupt too. Yeah, you're the one they come lobbying to. Handler, you're like, yeah, Handler's in, mate. Go and lobby him. What do you need? I need to start fracking. Go and see him. Hey, bro, there's 100 million in that suitcase. You're going to put your signature on this contract. Handler's like, yes, give me the suitcase. Oh, dear me. The machine wouldn't allow it. Yeah, Davo, that's true. That is true. Councils in the UK get paid for attending funerals. Yeah, it's wild, man. Like they're all crazy. Logitech says 2-bit 30-minute time frame inverse head and shoulders on the 30-minute. I mean, it's a pretty limp one, isn't it? I get your point, but yeah, it's a pretty limp one. Why are they're all like clapping and hugging her? Maybe we should listen to that.
Mr. Speaker, I yield 1 minute to the gentleman from Rhode Island, Mr. Magazzino.
Gentleman from Rhode Island is recognized for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, House Republicans are back from their 54-day taxpayer-funded vacation. But don't get me wrong, they do know how to work hard. When billionaires wanted tax breaks, they moved mountains to make it happen. When Argentina needed a $40 billion bailout to help Trump's buddy, they moved quickly to make it happen at the White House. But when working people need help, when millions of Americans are seeing their
Kind of hard to watch as well, isn't it? Like, not necessarily if you're like, if it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on, but you're a bit like, oh God, they're just like, they're all as bad as each other, in my opinion. Anyway, bald guy looks like he's been banned from being. I nearly read that out then. Yeah, the whole market is limp, scooter helmet, wearing Muppet. That's true. That is true. So, yeah, all we can do is wait and see. Some people saying that XRP will not be reliant on bull bear market and decouple from Bitcoin soon due to its use case. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm bullish on XRP. I'm a holder of XRP. It's like my second biggest bag. I'm not. The thing is, I think some people are misjudging clicks for logic. So people will happily go and put a title out that's like, oh, the end is here for XRP, or billions are coming to XRP, blah, blah, blah. A lot of them tend to just be clickbait bullshit, nonsense that back it up. I literally watched a 7-minute XRP video the other day that that promised me it was going to be all about XRP and why it was going to go into like every single house and everyone was going to use it and all the banks were going to buy it. Talked about frigging Bitcoin for 3.5 minutes. Then talked about, you know, an algorithmic trading bot. And then it was like, then they were like, oh yeah, an XRP is going to be used all over. And you're like, all right. Well, that was a waste of my time. Same as UK House of Parliament. It's just adult-sized children getting it. Yeah, it is. It is. I watched a little bit. I get way more excited. Sorry, I can't get comfortable in this chair. I need a new chair, by the way. I need a new chair. Oh, God. Nice hockey stick on the hourly. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something, isn't it? Golf club. Yeah, I never really got too into British politics because it winds me up because they're even worse, I think, than the American politicians. But yeah, I watched a little bit today and it's like, you know, you got Keir Starmer there going, Mr. Speaker, I am really proud that not only do we have 2 million extra NHS appointments, we've not got 3, 4, we've got 5. And everyone goes, "Way!" You're like, pretty sure my taxes still feel pretty expensive right now. Pretty sure I have to put the green bin out 1 week and the pissing brown bin out another week and the grey bin another bloody week. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Jesus. Anyway. Go fund me office chair. Did we do this before? I need a new one. I need a new chair, everybody. Come on, find me a chair. I like that nasally voice. Yeah, Daniel, yeah? I'll just keep doing it for the live stream. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to be talking all about the US government. Imagine that. No XRP will moon. Curtis, I think XRP will do well. Do I think it's going to break $1,000 this cycle? No, I don't at all. It's lunatics. I mean, it had a nice little move up, but yeah, I mean, the whole market kind of pushed up a little bit. That's what I mean. You're just going to see some pretty big volatility right now as this kind of walks through, and depending on where the sentiment is, it's like, are we good? Are we bad? Like, you know, we'll see. Worse, how can it be possible? Don't they at least wear their wigs in the UK Parliament? Isn't that the House of Lords? Isn't that a different thing? I think, anyway. It's good to see someone actually talk realistic for a change. Thanks. I'm in it for the long run, so I guess I'll see double digits eventually. Look, if you look at the infrastructure that's been built around XRP, RLUSD, and what Ripple's doing, you can't not be bullish on it. But when people start getting into this crazy-ass batshit mental world of like XRP is going to $3,000 tomorrow, like, you just got to be like, these people are talking absolute friggin' nonsense. Nonsense. So yeah, DES, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much indeed. Like, some people just, I mean, there's a lot of like clickerinos. I mean, you don't have to look at like some of these videos. Look at this. Holy sh! He confirmed $1,000 XRP. Yeah, he's also full of shit. That's the problem. It's not going to happen. Like, maybe in the long run, maybe. I mean, this one, Zach, I think is all right, in fairness. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it ends today. This isn't even about XRP. It's about the government shutdown. Oh, man. More XRP stolen. Oh, no. See, the problem is, for some reason... Oh, there I am. Look, SoFi and XRP. XRP banks are quietly prepping for the XRP takeover. SoFi Bank are. Yeah. That's the big problem with crypto and social media. No, so much nonsense, noise, and clickbait's going on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's going on, Vern? Vern, I thought you were out for dinner. Don't tell me you ditched your wife. You'll be in trouble, mate. You'll be in trouble.
Our newest colleague, Representative Adelita Grijalva, just became the 218th.
Oh, look, it's who is it?
Discharge petition.
What's her name?
Compelled the release of the Epstein files.
AOC? Is that right? Is she
all
there?
my Republican colleagues who refuse to sign on, time is up. You need to figure out where you stand on this because you're about to go on record. Is your loyalty to Trump more important than going after pedophiles? Because make no mistake, these files will come out.
I saw a statistical vote, and it said that Trump is more likely to be appointed the next US president than AOC. Oh dear, I thought that was great. I thought AOC was a senator. Am I making that up? Am I making that up? Maybe I am. Oh, man, I'm tired. Sorry about that. Lee Ramsey in the building. What's going on, Lee? Yeah. Get an office chair on the Friday ad. Yeah, I need to. Black Friday, yeah? Nadar says need this resolved soon. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get an answer tonight. I mean, it's pretty wild. Hello, what's the bad news? Trump is not going to release October's CPI or the jobs data, which is not good, by the way, ever. Like, ever. It's just gone into an abyss that no one cares about. So that's not great, by the way. That's really not great, actually. So you've got to ask yourself the question, why would they not release the... man, I feel like I'm getting more and more relaxed here as I'm chilling. Why would they not release that data? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's the kind of bearish sentiment we don't need to be involved in. We haven't heard from some Republican person.
Mentioned
Let's
the
listen to what she has to
discharge
say.
petition, and that he's very proud that it has 218 signatures. But not that long ago, today we had a UC that would have moved that along, would have moved that resolution along over to the Senate, and I believe the Democrats objected to it. So it seems more like a political stunt than it does that they actually wanted to have that resolution moved along, because if they had not objected, it would have gone on its way and they would have accomplished what they wanted to do. So I don't see their real desire to have the resolution passed. I see it more of, like I said, a political stunt. And it certainly is actually a moot point, given that oversight is.
Cool. Beef says, too bad. I believe you spoke of this topic before. However, did institutions ruin cryptocurrency? My view is a little bit, yeah. If you invite, what's the saying? If you invite the devil for dinner, deal with the repercussions. No, I don't, in fairness, because I think if you had a democratic president, then I don't believe we would have been as far on in cryptocurrency and Web3 adoption. I don't believe so. Equally, understand that we are as far on because actually it supported Trump's pocket. Let's just be dead clear about it. But I don't believe that we would have been in a world of pro-cryptocurrency at all, actually. I think we would have definitely seen the continuation of Operation Choke Point. We'd have had way more like, Gensler would probably still be at the SEC, and we know how that all played out. So yeah, so I'm in that place really. But the problem you have, I think, a little bit where you've got the government shutdown is, if you remember, can I make this bigger? What you had, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer, transaction. So you kind of had small amounts. So they would have one, they would have two, and it would go that way. Yeah, which is fine. That's kind of where it all works. You're like, yeah, all right, that works. When you get institutions, you basically get the big institution here. This is the problem. This is like the big. Hold on a minute. This is like the big institution. There's tiny little like legs and tiny little arms, and then over here you've obviously got all the people, and they just can't do it. It's like in aggregated farming versus you know, the traditional just standard farmer. Like, they can't compete. And then all this goes that way, you know, and just keeps going that way and keeps going that way and keeps going that way. And they just, they hold all the Bitcoin in here and they go, ah! But yeah, I don't think they ruined it too badly, though. Timo has office chairs. IKEA have good office chairs. I got one of the recliners. Nice. Man, this guy is really shouty. Why is he so shouty?
Or whether you're inside of the victims.
Gentleman from Massachusetts is reminded to direct his comments to the chair, please.
Thank you.
You may
Mr.
continue.
You know, you have 1 minute to the gentlewoman from Washington.
I think it just called lots of people pedophiles. I mean, it's probably not a great thing to do, is it? When they're meant to be debating the House reopening, the government reopening. Oh, God. What's this woman called?
Insurance premiums for 22 million American families to skyrocket and raises healthcare costs for everyone. Trump and his Republican cult of followers in Congress have unleashed shameful crisis of cruelty and corruption on the American people. First, they slashed Medicaid by $1 trillion, kicked 15 million Americans off of healthcare, set up the playboard for rural hospitals to shutter, all
60
so that
years
you could
old,
give $7
Seattle.
trillion in permanent tax breaks to their billionaire buddies. Then they refused to negotiate with Democrats to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits so that 22 million Americans wouldn't have to choose between healthcare and rent. And when we refused to go along with that, they caused this 45-day Republican shutdown, illegally refused to pay SNAP benefits for the hungry, and illegally canceled flights, throwing the country into chaos. Trump and Republicans want to make you poorer and sicker. While Trump builds his gilded ballrooms, protects pedophiles, pardons those who buy his meme coins, and
Whoa. Don't bring us into this. Don't bring us into this. Don't bring me into it talking about meme coins. What the hell are you talking about? Who bought Trump's meme coin? I didn't buy it. I didn't buy Trump's meme coin. Did you buy Trump's meme coin? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Who's a random bloke in the corner? Oh, it's his stream, I'm assuming, but it's the only one that's actually streaming it live that I can take a feed from at the minute. So no one else is kind of streaming it live. So yeah, that's why I'm pinching it off this guy. No one else is streaming it, so don't worry about him. He's fine. He doesn't say much. He's just there. He's just there. Although I think I've now. Where's the stream gone?
Administration led by Joe Biden.
There we go. Leave meme coins out of your mouth. Yeah, exactly. Get the meme coins out your fucking mouth. Yeah. Are we in trouble? I mean, look. What would I say? We're in a very important choice or decision zone because the reality is, yeah, the market could go back up. Yeah, we could definitely see some more movement. Equally, you know, there's a lot of data now suggesting that the market's not great, particularly the jobs market, but that could be the same for another year yet. That could still keep going for another year. So, you know, I think for me, it's probably about just making sensible decisions aligned to your portfolio and what you want to see work. So, oh no, AOC is in the house. Oh man, she's definitely going to want a couple of minutes, isn't she? AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. 36. Holy crap, she looks way older than 36. Who's the youngest one? 37. Anyone know? As if she's 36 is wild, actually. Fair play. I mean, it's weird that she's best friends with Bernie Sanders, but anyway. Republicans are so angry. Trump is clearing house in the pro crypto, so I'm good with that. I mean, that's true. Oh, who's this guy? Al, what's he called?
That this is
Al Green. He's the guy that was shouting at people.
The truth is that it is a dirty, filthy, stealthy CR that has been contaminated with millions of dollars for people who have not earned it, but rather who want to take it from the taxpayers of this country because they have concluded somehow that they have been harmed when no harm has been proven or brought to our attention.
This is the problem a lot of times with this stuff, is it's so hard to like depict who's right and who's wrong, because it's all like, they all just have a go at each other, don't they? Mr. Non-Fungible, what's going on? Borowski, good to see you, man. Fairground, see you in a bit. Adios, senor. Just sitting there in his orange jumpsuit. I can't take him out of it. He's just there. There's nothing I can do about it. If you told me Al Green was homeless, I wouldn't question it. I mean, he's wild. He is wild. That 31-year-old Clark Kent lookalike must be the youngest. Yeah, I think he is, in fairness. Oh no, there's 28. Maxwell Frost. He is from Florida and he is 28. Oh my God. Like these people, like he is a House representative at 28. I couldn't even wipe my own bum at 28. What the hell is that about? And then Brandon Gill, who is 31, who is slightly younger than Addison McDowell, who we talked to earlier at Clark Kent. Man, there's a couple of 34-year-olds. Alexandria Ocasio. Oh, she's on now, look. AOC's on. Let's listen in.
People who
It'd
are
be
willing
mental.
to fight for working class Americans from coast to coast in this country, because God forbid that we have a member of the Republican caucus who stands up and actually wants to extend the Affordable Care Act so that people with cancer, insulin, and issues across all sorts of healthcare issues across this country have their health insurance protected and extended throughout 2026. It is unconscionable that what we are debating right now is legislation that will give 8 members of the United States Senate over $1 million apiece. And we are robbing people of their food assistance and of their health care to pay for it. How is this even on the floor? How can we, as members of Congress, Republican or Democrat, vote to enrich ourselves by stealing from the American people? That is what this legislation does. In fact, Senator Graham just went before the press earlier today saying he was going to seek well over $1 million from the American people from this. We cannot support it and we cannot stand for it. Thank you.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentlelady from Minnesota.
I
Thank
thought,
you, Mr. Speaker,
I
and I
thought
just
AOC
wanted to
might have
point
been a little
out
bit
to-
more. I thought she might have been a little bit more interesting. I was just having a look and see kind of. I'm curious about where this like payment thing's coming from. The bill had several guarantee reverse firings. Okay, yeah. The measure would restore pay for federal workers to allow them pay again by opening government funding. Because of the funding, shut down. Question allow federal. In short, the vote was not specific for 8 Republicans to get paid. It was 8 Democrats who joined. Well, so what are they talking about? Why are they talking about somebody getting paid? I don't understand this getting paid business stuff. Anyone know? The crowd went, wow, one clapper. Yeah, I know. Can you imagine? Yeah. Does anyone know then? So they're on about 8 Republicans getting paid in this bill. But I can't see that anywhere. The vote succeeding gaining 60 votes needed. Yeah, we did that. Guaranteed reverse filings. Like, what's it referring to, by the way? Anyone know? Anyone know? I can't find it anyway. I can't find it. I mean, it's got like another hour yet. I mean, what time is it going to go on till? Like 11:30 or something. Welcome to the 2-Bit Crypto YouTube channel. Let's go. It's where all the cool kids hang out. This where we talk about politics and cryptocurrency. Who would have thought that, eh? I feel like I need to sit up a little bit. I was too relaxed. People are saying that some He's talking about Democrats provision to include 1.5 trillion medical care for non-American citizens. No, they're on about Republicans getting paid. So there is a credible report for that a provision slipped into the funding spending bill would give a certain senators, mainly Republicans, up to $500,000 each in certain conditions, though it's not quite the $1 million per Republican phrasing you mentioned. According to a press release from Jamie Raskin, saying the corrupt $1 million jackpot provision to select group of Republican senators. Let's see what this says. For it to pass, the astonishing provision would give 8 Republican senators a personal payday of at least $1 million each, paid directly by U.S. taxpayers. Jackpot has been set up at the same time. Republicans throw millions of Americans. The provision would significantly retract. Yeah. I believe I can't even see what it is. The $1 million self-care package is designed to soothe the feelings and feather the nest of the senators who Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and their co-conspirators worked to enlist in their criminal efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election following the evidence, including... These Republican senators have a complaint. It should be... Oh, so is it like a reimbursement then or something? I'm assuming. Virtual Bacon, what's going on? Yeah, well, it's because I normally stream with Vern. And he is he's not here. Uniswap. Oh man, we haven't looked at Uniswap for ages, but yeah, Uniswap was going wild, wasn't it? Uniswap was like RevShare, baby. Like, get ready for that. If they put RevShare on Uniswap, like, it's going to be freaking wild. Now, obviously, the market's took a dump today. So, where's it at? Uniswap, and it's up 40% in the week, 755. So, it's down a little bit, down 10% on the day. But, yeah, if they turn on that RevShare, if they turn on the RevShare, good night, Sierra. Uniswap will go to the moon. Whether they will or not is a different debate right now. But, yeah. We'll see. But yeah, if you haven't already, by the way, do smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. We've got about 80 people still sat in here. Appreciate you guys. We're sort of flicking between just generally seeing what's going on in the crypto market and obviously the big vote for the House, which at the minute, I mean, if I was scoring the debate right now, I'd probably have the Democrats winning. At the minute, they seem like they're absolutely smoking the Republicans in this debate. But, you know, crazier things have happened. That would be where the senators could collect payments for being illegally wiretapped in a lawsuit. Is that what it is? So not a guarantee. So this is the thing, not guaranteed payments. The claim you heard seems to be exaggerated and missed part of the story. So yeah, so they're full of shit basically. It's 500K apparently. But it still doesn't really give it any clarity around why they're kicking off. We'll see. I mean, what have they got going on at the minute? It's just a woman chatting away.
Comprehensive discussions about that, not just political theater and sound bites. We have to actually sit down and have those discussions, and that's what getting the government back open will do. I reserve.
Gentlelady reserves her time. Gentleman from Massachusetts.
Mr. Speaker, the ACA polls at 65%. Donald Trump is at 37%. I now yield 1 minute to the gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Presley.
Gentlelady from Massachusetts is recognized for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today on behalf of every elder who can't afford their prescription, every parent who went to work hungry so their child could eat. In the United States of America, there is no lack of resource, only a deficit of empathy, political will, and courage. At its best, government is a backstop, a compassionate steward of the public good. At its best, government catches people when they stumble in a moment of hardship. At its best, government does right by the people, all the people. Struggle does not discriminate, Mr. Speaker. Hardship is not a character flaw. It has zero to do with work ethic. A lack of political courage, but it is a fundamental betrayal of the people. Incompetence and indifference to the suffering of our constituents and our neighbors. The shame and the sham of it all. Any member of Congress who would vote to deny a child a meal or medication, it is child abuse and neglect. I would file a 51A on you for that. Every person in this chamber, every person in our country has lost a loved one to cancer, and yet cancer treatment and research. Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the White House. And with the majority, you have chosen to enact harm to make people hungrier, poorer, sicker, and less safe. The shame and the shame of it all. You, the people, deserve better. We, the people, deserve better. And I won't stop fighting until you get it.
Go on, girl. I mean, it's still nonsense, isn't it? I mean, if you think about what they actually said, it was kind of a bit like nothing. Nothing at all. This is the thing with politics. Like, they don't actually say anything. They just talk gibberish and then vote on something. It's wild. And politics is a crazy place.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, the federal government will officially reopen with the House vote today. But here's what won't
Oh, this guy just said it's going to reopen. Bullish. Markets will pump. Come on, Bitcoin. He literally just said the markets will open.
Nor will we stop the healthcare rate increases for
I don't know who he is. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all nonsense, isn't it? Everyone like has their own opinion. Everyone's all about lining their own pockets. It's all like complete and utter trash. So, right, let's just have a quick look on X, see if anything new is coming down. Tell me you're going for a soundbite without telling me you're going for a soundbite. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, virtual bacon. You know it, baby. Viva la bacon. God, virtual bacon. So, what have we got on here? AG Paxton officially challenges John Corona for Texas. All right, cool. Don't even know where they are. The US Treasury just bought back 142 million of their own debt. Ooh. They're buying more, buying more. Rate cuts are coming, and so is the bull run. Let's hope so, anyway. Let's hope so. Right. Not a lot else going on, if I'm dead honest.
So I yield 1 minute to the gentleman from Maryland, Mr. Olszewski.
Gentleman from Maryland is recognized for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, this funding deal is why Americans have lost faith in Congress. It does absolutely nothing to address the crushing cost of health care and what amounts to a massive tax hike on working families.
Do you think they
It
just
does
kind of sit there and do,
absolutely
like that's their
nothing.
job? Like they like literally like AOC rocks in, does a minute, and then they're like, "Yeah, you just sit down now for the rest of the like, you know, just sit down for the rest of the like afternoon. Just do like an 8-hour sit down shift." Like, what the hell is that about? What the hell is that about? Just my opinion, by the way. Just my freaking opinion. Okay, good. Good. Right. I'm amazed that they get anything done. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it, Stu? It's wild. How many people got in here? So we're still like nearly 85 people in here. Shout out to you. Shout out to Griff, who became a channel member tonight as well. Bullish on you. Shout out to everybody on TikTok as well. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll probably stick around for about another 15 minutes, I reckon. Take us to about 11 o'clock my time. I don't necessarily think I'm going to stick it out until the entire vote is in. Because I think it'll take them ages to vote as well. I reckon it's going to take at least 3 or 4 hours yet. That's my view, by the way. So we'll stick it for a little bit longer, and then I will probably head out. Maybe jump in the Discord if anything exciting happens. But I feel like they're just going to gibber on. Bear in mind, there's like fucking 400 of them. 436. I mean, they might not all want any kind of good news, like a good like soundbite, but they might want something. Vote 12. Oh, is it? How long is that then? Like an hour and 15 minutes? Yeah, I can't stick live for another hour and 15 minutes. I'll be up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. They stopped making the penny today. Is that true, Viva la Bacon? Is that true? Oh, nice one, Cassie. Look at that. You get ruined, bro. You come in here and start giving it the big and start shilling your own stupid channel. You get absolutely moderated to death. Shout out to you, Casey. Thank you so much for that. Shout out for you. Bullish. Man, I tell you what, do you know what my chat rate number is tonight? 0. You guys are really not very chatty tonight. Keeping it dead quiet. Everyone's just like chilling, listening to me jibber jabber on. Jibber jabber, I'm ready to fool. I mean, we could listen to this guy. He's doing some more shouting, by the way. I don't know if anyone cares, but he's like doing way more shouting.
Well, that's what we're fighting for. That's how I want to make America great. That's the Democratic vision for what this country could be. And from a moral perspective, from a set of values, we believe it is immoral to have a system that gives so much to just a few billionaires while depriving so many of the basic things they need to live a good life. And it is clear to me after this debate that Republicans do not share those same values. And I'm going to fight like hell. We are going to fight like hell because I believe in America. We believe in America. And we believe that the hopes and the dreams of the American people will prevail. And with that, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back his time. Gentlelady from Minnesota with 4 minutes remaining to close.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And
It's to close. Oh, maybe we...
as we wrap up this debate, I want to take a moment to cut through the noise from our colleagues, from our colleagues on the left. Instead of focusing on the legislation before us, they're resorting to fear tactics and tossing out false claims about what this shutdown is really about. The CR would have kept the government open to continue and finish the appropriations process. And yet, the Democrats refused and instead chose to shut down the government. And you know, my colleague mentions values. Democrats claim that our values are different. And Democrat Wick Clark said, of course there will be families that are going to suffer, but it is one of the few leverage times we have. So if that's the values they're talking about, I don't share those values. I won't make the American people suffer, whether it be their SNAP
I hate running
payments,
5K listening to
whether
the
it be
HR
keeping
dribble.
air
Yeah, I know.
traffic controllers paid, whether it's paying our troops. Making the American people suffer is not the values that I share. And for the record, Republicans did not cause this shutdown, and we've not been on vacation. I've been splitting my time between DC and the district, as I mentioned before, meeting with constituents in both, meeting with federal agencies, hosting a teletown hall, and I know how hard my Republican colleagues have been working for their constituents and the American people. It was the Democrats who shut down the government when they refused to support a clean CR that would have kept the lights on and protected critical services. And now it's the Democrats who continue to shift the blame. Now, getting back to the issue at hand, let's talk about what this bill actually does. HR 5371 restores the funding for SNAP and WIC. It reimburses the contingency reserves to make sure that programs remain stable and reliable. Actually, President Trump moved $300 million of tariff revenue to fund WIC during the shutdown. Republicans are the ones protecting food security and not playing games with it. This bill also delivers for our farmers and ranchers and for rural development and invests in the community that feed this country and keep the economy strong. It supports our troops and federal workers. It ensures our service members and their families have the support they need, and it honors the promises we have made to those who have served. And yes, it reopens the government, restores stability, and resumes regular order. So let's be honest about what a yes vote means. A yes vote is a vote for veterans care. A yes vote is a vote for SNAP and WIC. A yes vote is a vote for $700,000 a fire engine in Ranking Member McGovern's district.
Just FYI, by the way, this is the TJ account, by the way. This is where all the government money is, and it's just over about $930 billion that will be flowing out to all these things that she's talking about. So, yeah, still a pretty big chunk of change out there that could be heading out, not necessarily into the crypto market, but certainly back into the U.S. economy.
Including the development of a wastewater treatment facility in Mr. Negus's district, and $1.5 million in watershed conservation in Representative Clark's district. It's a vote against federal workers. It's a vote against healthcare. It's a vote against feeding hungry children, and it's a vote against common sense. Mr. Speaker, with that, I yield back the balance of my time, and I move the previous question.
Question is on ordering the previous question on the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Gentleman from Massachusetts.
Hearing aid, I think. I asked for the yeas and nays.
Yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring a vote by the yeas and nays will rise. Sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. Pursuant to Clause 9 of Rule 20, the chair will reduce to 5 minutes the minimum time for any electronic vote on the question of adoption of the resolution. This is a 15-minute vote.
Ooh, shit. Oh, man.
Interesting.
Whoa, I don't need your opinion. Shut the hell
Both
up.
sides throwing jabs.
Right. Oh, well, we can't go yet then. Oh my God, I can't go yet. Man, I need a drink. Yeah, they are getting rid of the pennies, by the way. Right. Crypto market, vote. So, what do we need to vote? 15 minutes. Okay. Don't go anywhere, everybody. I want to make, I want to make a hot drink. Fine. I'm going to have to sit here for 15 minutes. I can't go make a hot drink, can I, in 15 minutes? Can I go make a hot drink in 15 minutes? Who thinks I can make a hot drink in 15 minutes? I think I can make a hot drink in 15 minutes. Let us see. What do they need to pass then? Grab a cup at Tiffany's Baileys. What do they need to pass? What is the vote number that they need to pass? What does the House need to pass a vote? Anyone know? So if the bill passes by simple majority, 218, 436. Right, okay. Are you holding XRP? Yes, I am holding a pretty big bag of XRP, at least $60 worth. Call Uber Eats, want to come and make me a cup of tea in my house. So they need to pass it 218. 218 is what's needed, everybody. 218 is is what we need. So I reckon I could do this. And then I reckon I can do this. And I reckon I could also then do this, this, this. This. Oh, yeah. Look at this, baby. Nice. There we go. Look at that. So we now have, you got the vote on there. You got the price of Bitcoin on there. You got me on there. What's going on, everybody? By the way, if you've enjoyed the content this evening and this extended live stream that we do on a Wednesday, then definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that follow button so you don't miss out a beat. But are you also holding Solana? Yes. Also a pretty decent bag of Solana. I stake my Solana, get 7%. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So again, we need, what did I say we needed? 218 is the vote. 12 minutes to go. 218. 30 on the yays. 55 on the nays. Well behind where we need to be. Can you remove the box in the bottom? I mean, probably. Just like, whoop. So, there we go. Price of BTC 101,859. The yays 33. I mean, there's how many? There's 219 Republicans. And they need 218. So in theory, if every single Republican votes for it, then it should pass, right? It should pass. So we should then hopefully get, should hopefully then get a bit of a move on the crypto market. So we will, let's go on the 5-minute candles here on Bitcoin. Let me make this a bit smaller, just really quickly. There we go. There we go. And right, cool. That should be fine. So we'll keep an eye on this. So again, if every single Republican votes, then it should pass. It should pass. So we'll see. But yeah, we are at 2. Oh, don't bring your super chats up, bro. Bro's on Streamlabs. What the fuck? Oh, bro. I think I can do this, by the way. Okay, we're now at 10 minutes. Man, I wish I had a cup of tea right now. I wish I had a cup of tea. What do you recommend to buy? I mean, there's a lot of altcoins discounts right now. Aerodrome's down 7%. Ondo's got a sale on. Will There Be Financial's got a pretty good sale on right now. Even Zcash is pulling back down again. But yeah, Bitcoin looks like it could retest and break 102. Just to let you know, by the way, 213 is the Democrat members. 219 is the Republican members. So yeah. As long as every Republican votes, they should get this through, which should give us a government reopening and should hopefully then push the market. This is the big vote. Custard creams or chocolate hobnobs? Oh, bro. Can I follow you? Why? That's the question you ask yourself. You're still doing TikTok tonight? I'm still live on TikTok. Yeah. I'm still actually live on TikTok, Holmes. So yeah, Holmes is out with his missus. I think it's his missus' birthday. So I decided that I would just do a longer stream. Whatever happened, we hodl. Feyenoord, what's going on, bro? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Crackerjack. It's been a long stream, bro. How long have we been live for now? We've been live for 2 hours and 4 minutes. Holy crap. Been live a while, actually. But yeah, 101,927. 62 on the yays. 83 on the nays. We still have 8.5 minutes. So the Republicans need to get their finger out here and get voting ASAP. Otherwise, imagine they don't vote, which would be freaking wild. So far, custard creams are winning that vote, by the way. I'm pretty bullish on custard creams, not gonna lie. Do you reckon they can do it from an electronic device at like home or something? Like, kind of wild to think about. Ooh, one Democrat went, yay. Oh, shit. Bullish. Oh, there we go. There we go. One Democrat has gone, yay. That's what we want to see. I want to see those yays. Get in there. Get on in there. We need to see a bit more though, yeah. Will someone time Pete out for a couple so he can think his biscuit life choices? Oh, man. Here we go. Look, Bitcoin now starting to rally a little bit. It'd be nice to get a close that was green, wouldn't it? I mean, the daily is going to close in an hour, so... Oh, they changed their vote. What? They changed that. Can they do that? Can they actually do that? Someone voted yay and then changed it to nay. No way, bro. No way that's a thing. That's wild. Chocolate bourbons not included. Oh, bourbons are great. Is the government opening a sell the news event? I think the markets will push up a little bit on the back of it, but they need 219 or 218. Sorry. So 218 to reopen the government. We're at 77 right now. 77. So, and interestingly enough, chat is way more bullish on custard creams versus chocolate hobnobs. So shout out to everybody voting on that one. There you go. Rather bourbons. Yeah. Do you split the bourbons in two though and put the two bourbons together? I mean, that's the only way you should really eat bourbons in my opinion. So. And good. Okay. If you're just joining, by the way, we are watching currently the vote in the House. 6.5 minutes left. They need to get to 218. 218 on the yays to reopen the US government. They should be able to do it if every single Republican votes. Still waiting on quite a few. They've only got 8 minutes left. What's your favorite pint? I like Moretti, if I'm dead honest. And depending if it's like a Sunday in the afternoon, a little bit of lime in the top of it. Don't hate me. Cromans is not looking good. I mean, if they don't vote for it, I mean, it's pretty bad, that, isn't it? Like, they can vote to open the government and they couldn't be asked to turn up and do it. I think you'll just get a mad rush on at the end, is my opinion. In my opinion, like, they'll be messaging people going, you just get your arse in here. They must have, like, electronic devices that they've just got. I can't imagine they like, issue them out. No, but like lime cordial, Holmes, only like a splash on like a Sunday afternoon. You know, if I'm sessioning, then I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Splash it with Baileys or vodka. Oh dear. Right. So still 86, 87. Again, remember, we need 218. Holy crap. They need to get their fingers out. They keep extending the time. Do they really? I thought you said it was a 15-minute vote. Like, bosh. Or do they just keep extending it until everyone's voted? Is that what they do? Oh, man. I've got to go and get a cup of tea. If they extend it by another 15 minutes, I'm definitely going on to get a cup of tea. All right. And we'll stick it out. Starmer got the casting vote. Can you imagine if he did? We'll stick it out and we'll see. We'll see. We're at nearly 100 on the yays. 218 is what we're looking for. I'll allow it. Guinness, Beebs. Not about Guinness, really, but... okay. Man, I mean, the altcoin market is ruined today. But, hey. Hey, let's see what happens. 100. So we just hit 100 on the yays. You could have been back with that cuppa easily. Yeah, I know I could have done. It definitely wouldn't have taken me this long as well. I don't know how TikTok feels about it. Maybe TikTok, you have to come with me. Because I think TikTok gets a bit weird if you're not like sat in front of the live stream and like it's like, oh, we don't realize you're there. Like, we're going to close your live stream down. You're like, what? Bruh. They pause for like an hour. No way, bro. I'll stick it out for 4 more minutes. I'll see what they do. If they then extend the time, then yeah, markets are selling off now because I bet they think it's not going to go through. Do they really extend the time? Could be wild. Could be wild. Okay, 4 minutes left. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, do so. If you're brand new to the channel, by the way, as well, we talk about all things cryptocurrency, trying to keep you, up to date with the markets and making sure you guys are all over it. Again, we're back over 100 people in the stream, so do me a quick favor. Definitely give me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to hit the subscribe button, I really appreciate that as well. And if you're here on TikTok, by the way, drop a little follow. Again, would massively appreciate it. Does all of that supports the channel and hopefully gets me to one day not having to do a 9-to-5 job, and I could just do this all the time. I'd literally live stream like 3 days a week, 3 times a day, I think. I do like a morning Discord live stream. By the way, if you want to grab the link to our free Discord, link in the description or in my bio on TikTok. Go enjoy the Discord. Definitely worthwhile. Just made a cup of tea. That's set up for rich teas. Man, 37, I want a cup of tea. But yeah, I could literally like live stream on a morning and then set the trades up and then do some content through the day. A couple of meetings like, yo, is that 2-bit? Of course it is, bro. Come on. You need a tease made just here. Like just a nice little tease made here. And then I could live stream on the evening and we could just all get super macro bullish on what's going on in the markets like 24/7. And I wouldn't have to do my annoying job that I'm doing at the minute. I do like my job. It's just really hard at the minute. So anyway, right. 118 on the yays. 132 on the nays. We're looking for 218. Reopen the US government and hopefully, yeah, look at this market sell-off right now. Market is proper like going, oh no, the market's not going to open. Dump it. Dump it. They call a recount and allow vote changes. Is that actually true? Then what's the point in having a timer on? Why is everything dumping again? Trump announced they're not going to release CPI or jobs data for the month of October. They're just never going to release it. It's just going to go into an abyss. Like, it's bad news. People think it's terrible. Also, you're looking at what's going on in terms of the vote right now in the House, which is currently at 128 versus 139 yays to the nays. We need 218 to reopen the US government. And hopefully then free that $920 billion back into the markets, open up everyone being paid, and fingers crossed, allow the markets to move a little bit. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to see what happens when this goes to 0. If it then goes to another 15 minutes, then yeah, I can stick it for another half an hour. That's generally what I do on these lives. Stick it for another half an hour, and then that'd be nearly a 3-hour stream, by the way, which would be pretty epic. On a Wednesday. 3-hour stream on a Wednesday, baby. What's that about? US government acting like Mugabe. Cool as a cucumber says, are we cooked? Not yet. Not yet. Why is everything dumping again? Trump. Why do markets dump at the minute? They dump because of Donald Trump. Even rhymes that, doesn't it? It's definitely busier than it has been. Look, there's quite a lot of people in there now. Where are we at? 137 on the yays, 145 on the nays. Bitcoin 1017. So yeah, bit of a push down right now. It will obviously look pretty volatile on the 5-minute chart. So yeah. Let us see what is about to happen. It just says 0 for like an hour. Oh, really? Okay, well, let's see what happens at the end of this timer, and then if it just then sits at 0, I'm gonna go make a brew. And we'll stick it for like another half an hour. If you're just joining, by the way, don't forget, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. It'd be great to break 100 likes on the live stream. We've got like 107 people in here. We just broke 1,000 views on this live, so shout out to everybody. With, by the way, a 10-minute view duration, which is pretty epic, actually. That's pretty epic. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like I said, if you enjoy the content, then definitely hit the follow button. Definitely turn your notification bell. Click all that way you're notified every time I upload some more content. Or, as I do, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern, live stream 6 days a week, keeping you and I dialed into this market. So, right. Big countdown, everybody. Ooh, 2 Democrats voted. Yay. Oh, Democrats. 3, 2, 1. Bosh. Is that really what happens? Jesus. Right, I'm making a hot drink. I'm making a hot drink. TikTok, I think you're gonna have to come with me though. All right, so don't get weird, because I'm gonna take you around my house. YouTube, I'll be back in a minute. There's YouTube. Right, YouTube, we're back. Okay, right, we're back, everybody. TikTok came with me to make a hot drink. We're now back. Where are we at then? 193. Holy crap! Yeah, we're pretty close, aren't we? We are pretty close. Okay, what did I miss? Yesterday on my trouble seems so far away. Yeah, Brooke says, did anyone know how to buy the LX? You guys just like shilling that project. I don't even know what it is. Don't even know what it is. It sounds rubbish. Yeah. Right. I won't lie and laugh. It'll announce useless crap and give more time. Yeah, I mean, have they announced anything? Man, it's busy, isn't it? Look at that. Look how busy it is. 199. So we're 19 votes short of reopening the US government. Let's hope we get it, baby. Let's hope we get it. Also, I've got a cup of tea now, so I'm happy. I'm happy where life is. And yeah, TikTok came and made a cup of tea with me, which is kind of nice as well. But anyway, my missus was like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And I'm like, TikTok. What do you mean? I'm talking to all 25 people on TikTok. Anyway, 111 of you guys here on YouTube, by the way. Smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. It does feel like 100 of them are shilling this crap token that they want us to have a look at. We're not looking at it. It's rubbish. But the small talk. Yeah, I bet it is as well. Oh, what did you vote? Oh, yeah, I said yes. Oh, you're one of those, are you? Right. Man, it is wild, isn't it, that every single Democrat is going to vote nay and every single Republican is more than likely going to vote yay. That is absolutely wild. It is wild. Like, if you think about it. How is the vote? Feyenoord, 202 to the yays, 203 to the yays, 209 to the nays. It's always going to happen. 20, so you've got 214 is Democrat and 219 or 220 is Republican. So they need 218 to pass. Although it feels like there's a few more, actually. What does it feel like? 414, 424, 425 plus 8, 435. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so they need 219. Well, 218, basically, I think it is. So, yeah, 3 more votes from a Democratic perspective. Market is rallying right now. We had 3 Democrats vote yay, but got reversed soon after. Yeah, that is wild. So you got 3 Democrats to vote, which will all vote nay. That takes it to 214. You got 12 Republicans to vote, which is kind of insane, isn't it? Like, you know, that means the Republicans can basically, as long as it gets through the Senate, it can pass pretty much most of the things. So yeah. So we need what? 9 votes. 9 votes to reopen the US government. I'd expect to see the market's kind of, I definitely thought the market would move a little bit. Maybe they're still a bit nervous as to whether they actually will. Because I guess if one Republican voted against, then it wouldn't go through. The first time I ever watched it was like, what the point is the 15-minute clock? Yeah, what is the point of that 15-minute clock? It doesn't make any sense, actually. It doesn't make any sense. So if you are just joining, by the way, we are anticipating the vote that should reopen the US government to be finished hopefully very soon. Because you'd think they'd be like texting them going, bro, like you need to vote. Like DJT's going to kick off if you're not voting. He's going to proper kick off if you're not voting. But so 210 versus 212. Price of Bitcoin sitting about 108. I just realized you guys can't see that, can you? Maybe I need to do it this way. Is that better? That's probably a bit better, actually. And then you can actually see the price of it. So where are we at? 210 versus 212. Not all Republicans necessarily turned up. Yeah, it's electronic though, Jay. So I imagine they can do it from anywhere. It must be. I bet it's something on their phone or something. I bet it's like a vote on there. I bet they have some sort of app that they do it on. They must have. Think about it. You then couldn't. You'd have to get like 400 people in a room to pass legislation. Like no way. Could be the biggest fix of all time. Republicans lose. Yeah, I mean I don't see it. 212 versus 213. No surprise. One Democratic vote or one Democrat to vote. We'll take them to 214, which yeah is one more than what's on Wikipedia as of September. So they must have had an extra seat in the House. 6 takes it to 219, which is right. So yeah, I think 218 is the number they're looking for. And we are at 213 right now. Bitcoin still holding 101,784, which I'm surprised about, actually. I did think we'd see a little bit more of a move on the price of Bitcoin, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Someone needs to change their AAA. I mean, we can go on the 1 minute chat candles if you want. These are a bit funny. A bit funky on the 1 minuters. Here we are, 215, 4 votes left, 3 votes to pass, 2 votes to pass. Which does kind of make a little bit of a mockery of the whole speechy thing beforehand, if it's just like everyone's just going to vote for their own party, isn't it? But, oh shit, am I missing this? Hold on a minute.
Question is on the adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I ask for recorded vote.
Recorded vote is requested. Those favoring a recorded vote will rise. Sufficient number having risen, a recorded vote is ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
Someone enlighten me. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? What is this vote now? Why are they voting again? On agreeing the resolution. Like, are they just voting again? What? I'm so confused right now. Anyone know?
The agency tells federal workers to prepare for return.
So they're just going to vote again on the vote. Is that what's happening right now? That is absolutely insane. Like, get the hell out of here. Do you remember that Democrat done a 24-hour speech a few months back? Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, it's wild. Fabulous. I'm cooked. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Welcome in, everybody. We are hopefully watching the government vote that is going to reopen the mother trucking government. Apparently the shutdown was reason crypto was down. A little bit. There's a bit more to it than that, but yeah. A vote on the vote. What a system. Yeah, isn't it? They're voting on the vote. So they're voting to pass the vote that they voted to pass on the vote. Jesus Christ. That is wild. That is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for letting me go and get a cup of tea, because holy crap. Does it 3 times? No way. No way they can vote on the vote as if like someone's going to change their vote. Oh. Yeah, I don't like the vote, actually. No. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. By the way, 150 people in here now from YouTube. Shout out to you guys. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Don't forget, give us a little thumbs up while you walk in. Does support the channel. And equally, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're interested in all these things, talking about politics, cryptocurrency, and kind of keeping you up to what's going on. Then make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's definitely worth it. Yes. Bitcoin now moving a little bit here on the 1 minute candles. You can see it here. Look. They're voting now. Yeah, they've already voted. Yeah, one time it's fine. They've already voted in which the Republican Party won. They're now voting on the vote, which is kind of insane, but hey. It is. Oops, I did not mean to do that. It is what it is. It is what it is. I vote on custard creams. Yeah, I know. I quite like a custard cream right now. I'm not going to lie. 100 likes, baby. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the likes. Yes, Yak Shemesh. Thank you for the likes. But yeah, it's pretty wild that they're voting again on the vote. They're just going to keep doing it out there. Like when it comes back. No. We need to vote on the vote because I think I slipped and I think I pressed the wrong button. What do you mean you pressed the wrong freaking button? What are you talking about?
Welcome aboard, folks.
No dramas. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, is my opinion. I was wondering if there's... Let me just see if there's actually a different one because... that we don't have to listen to him. Not that it's like a bad thing. Oh, maybe we can do it on Fox. Oh, yeah. Here we go, baby. All right, cool. Let's do that. There we go. That's way better. This is like our own one now. All right, sweet. Let's go. There we go. We don't have to listen to that jibber jabber now. We've just got this one. So yeah, we got our own live feed right now. Bullish. This is just social gathering. Yeah, it's definitely that. Starlock said they wanted to vote on the vote with Brexit, and look what that did to our parliament. That's true as well. That's true. Well says it's already priced in. What, the pump? Do you reckon? If they vote, I mean, it kind of got priced in earlier on today, I guess. I still think the market will move a little bit on it. Why do I keep moving that? I don't want to move that. Move that. That's better, isn't it? Ah, that's way better. We can all see what's going on now. Holy crap. There we go. That's significantly better. Why don't you guys tell me that that would have been the answer? It's a circus. Yeah, it's not looking good. No, honestly, it's fine. So the Republican Party will win irrespective. As long as everyone votes, they'll win. Right? If you get one that doesn't vote or that votes the other way, then they won't win. But in theory, if every Republican votes and they vote for whatever the resolution is, they'll get it. There's more of them. So they must need 216 now. That doesn't make any sense. So it says it's 435. Maybe we just missed it. Maybe we missed the... maybe we were a little bit delayed on what we see. CJ says, more Republicans and Democrats, so pump my bag. That's true. I love how you have stolen that guy's stream and just wipe him out of it completely. No, this is a different stream. This is a different stream now. I've binned him off. This is like just the stream from the actual like event now, so it's fine. $218 needed, yeah. Yeah, 218 needed. Let's go on TikTok. I know you guys can't see it, but that's because TikTok I get weird about it when you put stuff on there. So they're like, nope, nope. You can't. Holmes says no more publicly for that guy. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Where are we at? 212. $213 versus 209. Is he speaking? Doesn't look like it.
This vote, the yeas are 213, the nays are 209. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Right, is that it then? Is that it? That was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? Carter, I don't really know. I'm assuming that it's passed. I'm assuming the motion passes then. So I'm assuming it's done. I'm not seeing anything kind of be tweeted out though. Yeah, no, nothing by the looks of it. No, nothing. Everyone's just like, yeah, whatever. They're asking if they want a third. Oh, there's some guy you're going to talk by the look of it. Someone different. But I'm not seeing anything post, so I feel like it isn't done yet. Which feels a bit weird. Okay, well, I mean, Bitcoin is 101,900. Nothing happening. No one's like Watcher Guru hasn't tweeted out. Like no one's tweeted out yet, which is why it makes me feel like it's not done yet. Is my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything here that's like, yeah, the government shutdown is over. Everyone's like got super macro bullish. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it. Fox News, coin, the United States stop production of the penny. No one cares. Yeah, nothing's been announced. So I'm assuming that it's like not done yet. Kevin, see you later. Alt's just pumped 0.14%. Good bullish news. Bullish news. Maybe there's another vote yet. Like, this woman's just sat back down again with her, like, little thingamabob. Maybe that wasn't even the real vote. Let me bring up the...
House will come to order.
Oh, hold on a minute.
For what purpose does the gentlelady from Washington seek recognition? The House will be in order. For what purpose does the gentlelady from Washington seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to
Jesus
Clause
Christ.
2A1 of Rule 9, I seek recognition to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows. Whereas on October 27th, 2025, Representative Chuy Garcia filed nominating petitions to be on the Democratic primary ballot in March 2026. Whereas on November 5th, 2025, on the last day of filing, Representative Garcia's Chief of Staff, Patty Garcia, submitted her own paperwork to enter the Democratic primary. Whereas on November 6th, after the filing deadline, Representative Garcia confirmed that he would not be seeking another term in 2026 and would be withdrawing.
That can't be like, oh yeah, government's
nominating
open, like,
petitions.
all right, done, yeah, so cool.
Whereas
Like,
Representative
all right.
Garcia's Chief of Staff was
Thanks,
the
everybody.
only Democrat who
What?
filed to run in the primary at the direction of Representative Garcia, undermining the process
Right, let's have a
of
look.
free
4 minutes ago.
and fair election. Whereas Representative Garcia's
Johnson needs
actions
215
are
votes to pass the
beneath
measure. We've just got the final tally from the procedural vote. There were 4
of his
absences. The
office
Republicans,
and
one Democrat, on
incompatible with the
between
spirit
219 214. So the final vote would be 216 there. If you're doing the maths on the fingers, that's 429
Now,
total representative.
therefore,
250. Okay.
Be it resolved that the House
Oh,
of
there we go.
Representatives
They
disapproves
advanced the bill.
of the behavior
Right, so we are
of
actually seeing a
Representative
little
from
bit now
Illinois,
come through.
Mr. Garcia.
Bitcoin looked like
Under
it
Rule
might
9,
be
a
about to
resolution
break
offered from the floor by a member
102.
other than the majority leader or the minority leader as a question of the privileges of the House has immediate precedence only at a time designated by the chair within
So the
2
U.S. House of
legislative
Representatives
days
answered the bills to
after
re-up the
legislation
government. So are we saying that that's it then,
resolution
yeah?
is properly noticed. Pending that designation, the form of the resolution
No
noticed by the
way,
lady
bro.
from
No,
Washington
it's gonna
will
get
appear
fucking-
in the record at this point. The chair will not at this point determine whether the resolution constitutes a question of privilege. That determination will be made at a time designated for consideration of the resolution.
I was posted 1 minute ago.
The House will be in order. Members are instructed to clear the well.
Take your seats, mother truckers. So they've got to do some more voting on this. Oh my god. Bro, just open the government. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, we're at 2 hours, 35 minutes now on this live stream. Like, holy crap, we've been here forever.
The House will be in order and members will clear the well. For what purpose does the gentleman from Illinois seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to House Resolution, I'm sorry? Who did?
Will the gentleman repeat his request at a microphone? Will the gentleman find a microphone and repeat his request?
I mean, kind of.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask unanimous consent to address the body, the world.
Not recognized for that purpose.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank
Recognized.
I'd like to thank the Honorable, hello?
The House will be in order. The well will be cleared. All members will clear the well.
Take your
For what
freaking
purpose
seats,
does
you
the
massive
gentleman from
choppers.
Oklahoma seek recognition.
Up the bill H.R. 5371, the Continuing Appropriations, Agriculture, Legislative Branch, Military Construction, and Veterans Affairs and Extension Act of 2026 with the Senate amendment thereto, and I have a motion at the desk.
The clerk will report the title of the bill, designate the Senate amendment, and designate the motion.
H.R. 5371, an act making continuing appropriations and extensions for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes. Senate amendment. Mr. Cole of Oklahoma moves that the House concur in the Senate amendment to H.R. 5371.
Pursuant to House Resolution 873, the motion shall be debatable for 1 hour, equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Appropriations or their respective designees. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Cole, and the gentlelady from Connecticut, Ms. DeLauro, each will control 30 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Oklahoma. The House will be in order. The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous material on the measure under consideration.
Without objection, so ordered. The House will be in order. All members are instructed to take their conversations outside.
Are they literally doing it again? You have got to be winding me up that there is now going to be another hour of debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you. I rise today in support of the continuing appropriations, agriculture, legislative branch, military construction and Veterans Affairs, and Extension Act of 2026. History reminds us, Mr. Speaker, that shutdowns never change the
No
outcome.
fucking way.
Is paid by the
No
American
way this is going on for another hour. I can't sit here for another hour. It's going to drive me mental. Right. Everybody, I mean, I could leave the stream on, by the way, but I reckon I'm going to get off and then let's keep an eye on it. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That is ridiculous. So they've voted to vote, and they've passed 2 votes now, and now they're debating for another hour, even though they've already passed the vote. Like, what the fuck is that about?
The pain has been all too real for far too many Americans, including families struggling without paychecks, seniors on the brink of hunger and food assistance lapse, airports in chaos, the communities bracing as programs that they rely on were stalled or stopped.
I think they discuss for like an hour and decide do they re-vote or are they happy with the vote to stay. Really?
On the impact of this
That's
shutdown
wild.
on those who served our nation.
They vote to vote, and the vote needs to be voted to make sense. Yeah, exactly.
Wondering if they would be paid.
So,
Thanks to President Trump,
the U.S. House of Representatives bill passes a simple majority of the members present. If the House has 435, okay, fine.
The legislation before us reopens the government.
How many
restores critical
times
services,
do
and puts
they
an end to
or
the needless
can they
hardship
vote?
Democrats have inflicted on the country. This bill supports our troops. It
It's
pays
wild.
federal workers. It
I mean,
fully
it's just
funds SNAP
insane.
benefits until September
Usually one
30th
vote
of
is taken on
next
final
year.
passage, but before that there can be multiple procedural votes. Voting on amendments, rules, recommitting the bill, voting on motions related to timings. Oh my fucking God, they could be here for hours and hours and hours and hours. So these people must be given a view on it. Sorry, he's literally talking, isn't he, while I'm trying to talk? They must be given a view on it, like, oh, I think this should be amended, and therefore they're going bullshit talk about it, then do a vote. Oh my God, this could literally be going on for absolutely forever. So there's another one come through that says, Justin, U.S. House advances the bill to end the government shutdown. So they haven't voted to end the government shutdown. They just advanced the bill. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bet on what time this is done. Well, with that being said, then I'm going to get off because I've been live for nearly 3 hours. I can't sit here for another hour. It's going to drive me insane. But we will catch up on everything tomorrow night, as always. Do not miss it. It'll be bullish, as always. Let's hope, and I absolutely truly believe that we will pass the bill, the government will reopen, and hopefully, just hopefully, that we'll get a bullish market. Fingers crossed. Bitcoin, 101,900 is pretty flat. So, until tomorrow night, don't be late. It's going to be epic. Don't buy ALX 2049. It sounds like a scam. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Don't be late. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.